Central Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says the storm surge wasn't nearly as high as forecasters had predicted.
A lot of places in Pinellas County, they had negative storm surge because it sucked the water out of the bay. So in terms of all that, where you'd see the entire Tampa Bay area underwater, that did not happen.
President Biden monitoring the cleanup and FEMA's response.
The president is being continuously briefed. He's in contact with state and local officials, and he is pledging to stand by those impacted for as long as it takes to rescue, recover, and rebuild. His message this morning: we have your back.
ABC Chief White House Correspondent Mary Bruce. This is ABC News. A major court case could decide what happens to more than 3.5 million people in the new U.S. known as the Dreamers, the children of undocumented migrants brought to this country as kids.
Those Dreamers have remained in the U.S. for years as courts debated their fate. Now Republican states are demanding the DACA program protecting them and the children sent back to countries from where they arrived as infants. New Orleans Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals will decide if it should overturn a lower court's decision saying those children should lose their protection. That case could land in the Supreme Court no matter what happens. Andy Field, ABC News, Washington.
TD Bank expected to pay about $3 billion in penalties as a part of a settlement with U.S. regulators and prosecutors. The bank is accused of failing to properly monitor money laundering activity by drug cartels and bribes that its employees reportedly took from Chinese criminal fentanyl operations. I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
As an organ donor, your story doesn't have to end. The good in you can live on. In fact, you could save up to 8 lives with your gifts. Your heart could keep beating. Your kidneys could keep filtering. And your intestines could keep on digesting for others. And that's not all. You can improve the lives of 50 more people as an eye and tissue donor, restoring sight and health. And you're not just helping out the person receiving the transplant. You're touching whole families with your life-saving gift. Register in minutes. Just go to organdonor.gov. You'll be happy you did. And just maybe, someone else will be happy too. Sign up today. Go to organdonor.gov. It saves lives. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
The leader of Douglas County Schools is getting the word out about a bond measure on this year's ballot. The district wants to borrow $490 million to address deferred maintenance and construct 2 new elementary schools. Superintendent Aaron Kane believes a similar measure that failed last year was because it was a tough tax year on people.
I think a lot of taxpayers looked at 2 initiatives during a really, really difficult tax year and said, we want to give the school district something, but we're only going to give you 1.
Last year, voters did approve a tax increase for teacher raises. While taxes would not go up, the bond could cost up to $895 million by the time the borrowed amount is paid back. An Adams County deputy has died after being hit by a vehicle in Fort Lupton. Police say Joshua Tapia was off duty and on foot when he was hit Tuesday night on Highway 52. Tapia was a deputy for more than 25 years and also helped with search and rescue operations in Adams and Lincoln counties. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com.
It's been a tough ride on the highways, but it looks like they're starting to finally get things moved out of your way. The wreck we had southbound I-25 north of Spear is gone. That drive a little heavy in pockets coming down from I-76. And good news for eastbound 270, they finally cleared that wreck in between York and Vasquez. So both lanes of the highway reopened in there. Some pockets of stop and go yet coming down from I-25. We're still seeing those delays westbound 270, I-70 up past Vasquez, and still seeing some slowing southbound 225 in from Parker Road. Denver weather for today, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, and we're aiming for a high of 84. Right now it's 62 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
If your supply chain demands a flexible workforce, hire with Express Employment Professionals. With contract and full-time workers from Express Employment, you get the staff you need and manage contingent labor costs. Learn more at ExpressPros.com. That's ExpressPros.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Coffee Shop Radio, acoustic rock, and the greatest singer-songwriters of the 90s to now.
All night, come on, dance with me.
And Coffee Shop Radio goes commercial-free every weekend.
That was when I ruled the world.
Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Coffee Shop Radio, and listen now.
That's always done.
Free never sounded so good.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
Slow, because when you have auto white balance, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
You don't have to keep resetting white balance if it's on auto.
Izervay or avacincaptid pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam.
Impossible
Don't
to
delay.
do auto
Ask
white
your
balance
doctor
if auto
about
white balance
Izervay
changed all
today.
the time. What I mean by that is autos.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Manual white balance.
Denver's talk station.
All right, you got about 10 seconds, guys.
$1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Deposit. That's deposit. Enter it now at khow.com. Inflation salvation on 630 KHOW.
The pictures you're seeing is a difference in saturation. Does that make sense? In color saturation. We'll see. We'll set it and sing.
You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We're here to help you solve your problems and answer questions, take your complaints. We've been handling a lot of important cases, but I want you to call right in, please, and we will take your calls. Calls always take precedence. So what you do is call 303-713-TALK when we're in the studio. That's the iHeart Talk number in Denver, but we have our number for the iHeart Radio app and for YouTube and for everywhere else. And Denver as well. And if you call that 24/7, you'll get us when we're on the air. When we're not on the air, you'll get our office. You leave a voicemail, and we will get back to you. You never have to wait on hold. And Angelica, who's coming up, is a prime example of that. 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. We have some important updates on all kinds of issues. But what I want to do is take Angela and talk about her problem with AT&T. Angela, welcome to the show. What's going on, Angela? Angelica, sorry. Angelica, what's going on, Angelica?
Well, this is my last resort. I am with Brothers Flooring, and we have had an AT&T business account since 2008.
Brothers Flooring, okay.
Yeah. And we've had an ongoing billing issue kind of with AT&T since May. I have spent...
Now, you've had them for how long?
Since 2008, a business account.
Okay.
We had a business rep at one time, but he left, and they replaced him with another individual who has not been able to help us.
And what's the problem with your AT&T business account? What is the problem?
Well, basically, a warranty replacement was done, and not through insurance. You know, you can use Shurion.
A warranty replacement for a cell phone?
Correct, for a cell phone, for one of our phones.
And the warranty, you said, was not a Shurion?
It was not an Shurion claim.
What kind of claim was it?
Filed. It was a warranty replacement, a phone we got.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. Because what people don't realize is that cell phones do have warranties. And
they do.
And very seldom do we use them. We automatically go to our insurance. But if it's a service, if it's a hardware issue and it's still under warranty, you can get a replacement. So did you get a replacement under the factory warranty?
I did get a replacement under the factory warranty through AT&T.
Now, wait. What kind of phone was it?
It was a Samsung Z Flip 4.
Are you sure? Now, I know that this sounds like a silly question,
Okay.
But you said through AT&T, which bothers me because when you become an owner of that Samsung phone and register it for the warranty, a lot of people don't register their phones. That will go through the Samsung factory warranty. But if you go through AT&T, I'm just going to tell you because we've had this before, they're going to automatically go to your Assurian or some kind of insurance if you have it. But I need to know something. Do you have, other than the factory warranty, do you have some insurance on those phones?
Well, all of our equipment is insured, yes.
Is it insured through Assurian?
It is, yes.
Yeah. So that's what they did. Keep going with your keep going.
Okay.
What happened?
So basically, because the phone was less than 30 days old, because an Assurian claim was filed prior to then.
Wait, what do you mean prior to then? For what?
So prior to May, the phone sat, and it was under their warranty. So it didn't go through Assurion. It was under the 30 days from AT&T.
Okay. But you said the phone sat. Did it sit more than 30 days?
It did not, no.
Okay. So I don't know why you're telling me that then. If you had a claim with AT&T with Samsung for a replacement, did Samsung replace the phone?
No, AT&T replaced it. I know it's very.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, if AT&T replaced it, it was not through Samsung. They did it through your insurance. But keep going. What happened? I know you're being charged for the deductible, right?
Well, no. There was no deductible.
Okay, good. So what's happening then? You're calling for a reason, so what's going on? I'm going to shut up. Go ahead.
All right. So what happened was, here we are. You know, they did the warranty exchange. I sent the bad phone back to AT&T. They sent me the label, all of those things in June, sent it back. I got an email stating we've received your defective device. That's great. A month later, I got an email saying we have not received your device. We're charging you $400 and something. I battled with them for another 2 months with that. Now we lead up to now.
Okay, sorry.
They did credit the money. Now we go to our current time, and I pay the bill every month. Didn't realize on this bill that they started the installment payment.
Right. They're charging you for the new phone because they say you didn't return the old one.
Right.
Okay. I thought, by the way, because we had a call like this before, I thought no, it doesn't matter what I thought, but it was, I thought they were charging you for the deductible because they assumed it was an Assurian claim. But this is different totally. When you sent it back, how did you send it back?
With their label they provided me.
Okay.
I have documentation.
God, that's terrible. So what do you do in a case like that? If they say you did not send it back, did you get a tracking number?
I got everything. I sure do. I have emails saying, thank you, we received your phone back.
What? Wait. You even got a confirmation that they received it?
Yes.
Oh, and they're still charging you for it.
So, yes, because what they're saying is that it was not, now they're saying it wasn't a warranty.
See, God, I told you that. I mean, I know people think I jumped the gun when I try to. So they're saying it was an insurance claim.
No, they're saying somebody put it in the system as an upgrade on the next up.
Wait, okay, here's what I want to know. The phone that you sent back, the old one, what kind was it?
It was a Samsung Z Flip 4. Same exact phone.
But so how could they say it was an upgrade?
Exactly.
God.
So basically they started.
So they acknowledge they got the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now the issue is this. The issue is they're charging you for the new phone the full price or some kind of differential.
Well, they started the full price over again. So you might as well say
that.
But
why? I don't understand.
Right.
Was the old one paid off?
No, I was at 19 of 36 payments.
And now they started it over.
All the way over.
Gosh. And what you're saying is they should have just done the installment or they refund what you paid and give you the installments from. Either way, you shouldn't have to pay 50% more or whatever.
Right, because the phone was almost paid off.
And you can't get through to someone at AT&T that understands this?
No, no. I've spent countless hours on the phone with them, and nobody.
Just sue them.
People give me wrong information.
Mark, is this? And I'm sorry for not sending that link. I will send that for you. But Mark, is this unbelievable that they're flim-flamming her around? Explain what you have done in the past and how it works, Mark.
Well, I had an issue with another phone carrier, very similar. I sent something back. They said they never received it, although I had all the proof that I did. The situation's a little different. They weren't trying to charge me on the next program. But anyhow, I just paid it, whatever they were doing and charging me each month, I just paid it. Then I took them to small claims court. They settled with me and figured out all the billing. They refunded everything.
That's going to be
made everything right.
And AT&T definitely has offices here. You can do that in small claims court for the price. So what you're going to do is you're going to sue for what you've paid in so far in the old phone, because that should have been applied to the new one. You don't mind starting over on the new one as long as you got credit for all the payments you paid in, right?
Well, if I had a new phone.
Well, you do have a new phone.
Well, it's still it is essentially it's a replacement warranty phone.
Angelica,
So at the end of
Angelica, if you don't go to court with the right math, you're going to be kicked out. So let me explain this to you. No matter what, you're going to have to pay the balance of the payments on the new phone. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you need a credit for what you've paid in thus far. 19 payments, right? 19 at how much?
There's 31.
Okay. 19 times 31, that's what you're going to sue for. Do you understand why? Because to get them to prorate the new phone is going to be brain damage, and you can't sue for specific performance in small claims court. You can't go to court and say, I want them to transfer the credit that I have on the old phone to the new one so I can start payments on number 20. You can't do that. So instead of doing that, you're going to make it very simple. You're suing for all the payments you made on the defective phone because they did not credit you for them. On the new phone, they started you over at payment 1.
Correct.
Yeah, we get it. But you'll win. But better than that, Mark, tell her what'll happen that happens 8 out of 10 times or 9 out of 10 times with you.
Well, they're just going to settle. I mean, she's got a valid complaint. Once she bends the ear of the proper person, they're going to fix it.
Mark is the king of small claims court.
Unfortunately, these days, in order to get proper customer service when someone truly is in the wrong, like AT&T appears to be here, you have to file suit. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's it. They stonewall you forever. They think eventually you're going to go away and live with it.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, 9 out of 10 do. Most likely you will as well. I'll just say that. Most likely you will not go through with it either.
Well, I say that I will, only because...
Thank you. I want you to. Please do it.
Person.
Please do it.
$1,200 for a phone is a lot of money.
Yeah, and if you want, email help@troubleshooter.com. I'll send you some information.
Logistic
I've already been down that road.
Logistic information he'll send you. You know, what I mean is he's not going to give you legal advice, but he will send you...
No, but I'll tell you who you serve if you're suing AT&T. I'll tell you the basics.
All that logistical information he'll share with you, and it's invaluable. Okay, I sent that link to you, by the way. Okay, so, Angelica, hang on. Kachina can get you the address that you have to email us to. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, 888heating.com for your $45 deep clean that'll keep your system healthy. And if you ever have to replace, they specialize in high-efficiency units at great prices, 888heating.com. Did you want me to put that in an invitation in writing for you, Dragon?
Everywhere you look, things are getting...
Say again, buddy?
No, I'm just being a smart ass. I said, did you want me to put that in an invitation to you?
Now you can get...
Oh, Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Yeah. Notarized envelope, too.
It's just $60 a month.
Certified mail.
You're 50 and up.
What's going on?
The switch and save. Come on. You've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
10 seconds. Szymanski's on the line. We also have a complaint for Szymanski, so keep him.
Taxes and other fees apply.
All right, I want to talk to Mark Szymanski at GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Now, Genesis is a roofing company, a siding company, windows, doors, painting, everything on the outside of your house. Now, is this the right time to get your roof inspected for hail damage, Mark? I mean, it's getting into winter. What should they do?
Yeah, I tell you, Tom, right now we're getting to the end of the season. So you do need to, if you think you have hail damage, now's the time to call in. There's no cost for us to do an inspection for you, and we'll walk your whole home, not just your roof, but we'll walk in, look at your siding, your windows. If it's stucco, we'll look at your fence. You know, a lot of times people miss their fences that got hit with hail. We walk your whole entire property and do a free inspection just to see if you have any hail damage. And then if you do, now's the time to call that in before it gets too cold.
Yeah, because you can take care of all of that since you do it all on one invoice. Isn't that right?
That's correct. It's just a one-stop shopping. It's not like you have to go out and find a roofer, a siding person, a window person, a person to rebuild your fence or to stain your fence. We handle all that for you. And then if we think that the claim needs some additional help because the insurance company's not paying fair, then we bring Matt Stafford in from Paragon, and we work together, and we make sure that you're getting treated fairly from your insurance company.
Exactly. And all they have to do is give you a call, GenesisTotalExteriors.com, 303-679-8509. Remember, they do everything. They have this new Align siding, which is like a lifetime siding. Plus, they do stucco. You will love the way they do business. In this home improvement industry, you need people you can trust. GenesisTotalExteriors.com, 303-679-8509. You know who else you need on your side? Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. They help you get ready for retirement. Whether you're 30 or 70, they can help you. Now, the earlier, the better. They help you build a nest egg. They help you invest it. They help you keep it safe when you need to keep it safe and grow when you need to grow, and then turn it into income when you need to turn it into income. Find out what they can do for you. They'll answer any question. They are transparent. That is a Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, rpcenter.com, 970-663-3211, 970-663-3211. Plumbing. All right, get on that Zoom then. I'm up and running and ready for you. Can you tell them that?
All right, Brian, just hang on for me, and Tom and George, I'm sorry, Tom.
Yeah, I'll get it up on the big break.
Thank you.
Momentarily, okay? Hold on.
People, I can't believe how many. Where's Mark? Where's Mark? Where's Mark? Freaking idiots. Just kidding. YouTube morons, we love you.
Oh, people always like good-looking people on camera.
That's true. That's true. Then we should put you on there too, bro.
Of course.
Okay, Mark, let me put it on the chat. Mark is coming soon. Let me change.
11 o'clock.
Mark will come soon. Oh, I should. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Mark will be making his grand appearance, and tomorrow it'll be really grand. Mark, are you going to stay there tonight?
No, I'm staying there tomorrow. Mikey and Steph are coming down. They're staying there.
Oh, that's right. Wait. Oh, tomorrow after it. But
yeah, we'll be there early as shit. In fact, as we're talking, I'm pulling up the Gaylord's number to ask them a question. I'm not going to park where Trump wants me to park.
You have to stay there to park at the hotel.
Yeah, that's where I want to stay. That's where I want to park. They're saying park down the road.
Well, hold on, though. But you're covering it, though.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
As somebody that's staying there, they're making you park down the way?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And I doubt they're making the media park down the road.
No, but I didn't get a press pass. So.
Yeah, media can get those passes. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, Tom?
Yes.
Can I just give you a little bit of history here?
They don't trust
Go ahead.
media.
Sure.
Okay.
5 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna have to
wasted
wait.
Well, you can chime in on the air, too.
Yep.
Should I take Brian right now, though?
Denver's talk station.
Yes.
Line at khow.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Brian is next. And, Brian, what's going on, sir? Brian?
On something.
Hey, what's happening, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, sir.
Okay.
What's happening?
Yeah, I want to get your opinion on something.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a friend of mine. She's an older gal, and she has double-paned window on the front of her house.
Yeah.
And in between the panes, she thinks mold is growing. Somehow moisture or something got in there. So
how old is the window? How old is the window?
Probably 10 years, 9 years.
Okay.
So she's called around a couple of places. Nobody would get back to her. So I heard Mark Szymanski's, they'll come out and give you an estimate for free, this and that. So all I wanted was somebody to come out, just look at the window. They don't have to come into the house. They can see it from the outside. They don't have to take anything apart. She was willing to pay a little bit of money. They wanted $500, or they would not send anyone out. Now, do you think that's reasonable?
Not the way you're presenting it, no. Nope.
That's exactly what happened.
Now I can see them saying we don't have time for free estimates. We can't get you in right now. And if you want to get it, hold on.
Wait. What was the estimate for?
Never asked for free estimate.
Hey, loudmouth. What was the estimate for? Was it for mold? Was it to come out and test for mold?
No testing.
No. What was it for?
Just to look at the window, and see what they think.
Kelly, is this the guy you've been telling me about?
Come on. Can we give him a chance?
No. The guy's leaving messages threatening our board op. The guy's a jerk.
I did not.
Brian, hold on. Mark, hold on.
Brian, cuss, did you get it?
Brian, can you hold on, please? Okay, let's just forget about that. Just hold on. I got Mark with me, Mark Szymanski. Now, listen. People are not obligated. Let me explain something to you. People are not obligated to come out to a home, and I don't know what the situation is, but in general, whether it's K&H Home Solutions, whether it's Gravina's, whether it's Genesis, whether it's Excel Roofing, and I'm not saying they don't do it, but I'm saying they're not obligated to troubleshoot. Now, if someone wants an estimate on replacing the window, I think if they want to give free estimates, they can and they should, but they don't have to. Now, if someone says, I don't know if the window needs to be replaced, in fact, we don't know what's wrong with the window, can you troubleshoot it? That's a different story. That could involve testing and all kinds of stuff. I don't know, but I'm going to let Mark speak for himself since he was just on doing a commercial. And trust me, I like to use the word open and honest and transparent. You don't get by 45 or 50 years by not being. He's a very valued sponsor, but I'll give you your say. You think it was unreasonable that they wanted to charge $500 to come out and examine or inspect the window to tell you what's going on with it. Mark Szymanski, hi. Are you there, sir?
I am. I'm here, Tom.
Mark, I can't say I've ever gotten this complaint before. Now, is it a $500 fee to inspect it or what? Or is that not true? Or tell me what's going on.
No. To me, from what I just heard, it sounds like somebody called up and asked how much it is because we think we have mold. And then so my office said, well, for mold test is going to be between $399 and $499. So that's probably where the $500 come up from because that's what it costs to do a mold test with us.
Okay.
And that's one of the lowest in the industry.
Now, if someone, I understand that. And it's not just the lowest, it's the most honest. But I want to ask you something, and I want Brian to hear this because if he called or she called and said, I'm having trouble with my window, there's something growing in between the panes, I want to know if it can be fixed or if I need to replace it. If you go out to inspect the window to see if it needs to be replaced, is there a charge?
No, there's not a charge for me just to come out and look. But what I would say is if I had that phone call and my office said, here, Mark, will you talk to Brian because this is the situation, I would say go ahead and call a glass company because I'm a contractor. It makes no sense for me to come out and replace the glass in one window. And that's probably what could be done is you just call a glass company that replaces the individual glass unit in a window if you think there's mold.
So they can do the IGU, the insulated glass unit, they can replace within. I remember we used to have a company, Mark was mentioning it the other day. I think they closed up shop, but they used to do that.
5280.
Yeah, 5280 Windows screen and glass.
Yeah, they were great. Ken Carl Glass will come do it. I mean, they're a great company.
Okay, so Brian, there might have been a misunderstanding there.
Well, the misunderstanding was not on my side because the lady said if we have to do a mold test, it's $399 to $499. She said it's probably going to be $499. I said, no, we don't want any mold test. All we need is somebody to come out and look at the window. If they think it's mold, then she'll decide if she can afford to have somebody take the window out and everything else. And I explained it to her like 3 times. And she still said $499.
Well, because she was thinking if there's something growing, they're going to have to test it because Brian, that's all I can say. But listen, you had your say. What would you like me to do? You want me to kick Genesis Total Exteriors off the referral list now?
No.
Okay.
No, but they come on and they say they'll give free estimates for roofs.
They will give free estimates for everything. Thank you. They will, and they'll still give your friend a free estimate, okay? Brian, I let you have your say. They will give free estimates. There was a misunderstanding. Do you understand that? Now, oh my God, there was a misunderstanding because
you don't know half of the messages and the threatening phone calls Kelly had to put up because of that ass Jack.
Tell me about it, Kelly. Tell me.
Please.
Kelly, tell me.
Well, there have been a few voicemails. I don't think they were necessarily threatening. They were more derogatory towards me because I wouldn't let him on the air in the first place because we have a certain thing we like to always involve the owners.
And by the way, Kelly, I don't know if this is the first time you're hearing this, but I don't care about that. You don't have to contact owners first. Now, if you want to, you can.
I don't contact any owners first.
Okay.
I have a
She tries to get the owner
procedure.
on.
Yes. Oh, I get it. Yes. So he can address it. I get it for sure. That's great.
Yes.
And we do that with every company. I want to make this clear. We do that with every company. Yes, go ahead. Okay, got it. So here's what we're doing. We are going to whip Mark Szymanski with a bamboo shoot.
No, let's not do that. He's really super sweet.
Okay, then we
Whenever I talk to him, like to do lives and stuff like that, he's very nice.
We won't.
Kelly, originally when the guy called,
we won't whoop him.
Originally when he called,
he hung up on me.
Well, forget him being an ass. I already get that.
Yeah.
How about what was his issue with Mark? Was it something? The first thing you ever said to me had to do with mold.
Exactly.
He never said anything about windows or glass. It was a mold test that everybody else in the world does for $50. And I said, there's not a damn company in the world that's going to show up and do a mold test for $50.
And that's exactly what I told Brian. I said, there has to be certain mitigation. There are certain steps that you have to take, and it's not going to be $50 to $75 because he thought that was all it was going to take is a truck roll into a place into the residence.
Enough said. We spent too much time on it anyway. I don't think it's going to be. It's not a major problem. Okay.
No, not at all.
Now, I have to take Carolyn because I am so mystified by this. I don't understand what she wants to talk about. Carolyn, I got to take a break, but let's get started. What did you want to talk about? Toxic ink?
Well, I just caught the end of something you were talking about yesterday.
Oh, I know what you were talking about, Carolyn.
Thermal paper on
thermal paper on printers, they've traced to poisonous chemicals that can seep into your skin. And if you handle a lot of them often, it can actually disrupt hormone function and other things. And they've been finding it in people who work around receipts. Thermal paper. So when they print out a receipt, they don't usually use, you can usually tell when it's thermal. It's not the blue ink anymore. It's that kind of almost off shiny paper. And it's kind of, it's all I can say is it's thermal ink. And
so just handling my regular receipts like from the grocery store and all, this isn't dangerous.
No, and neither are the thermal ones.
Handling miles and miles and miles.
If you do the thermal one now and then, it's not going to hurt you. But yeah, and just you can. I mean, I will tell you that most of the time, though, would you say that they are thermal or not. I don't know, actually. I think, Dragon, I think they are thermal nowadays.
More often than not, most receipts you're getting are going to be on that thermal paper.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. So, Carolyn, it's just like they said, you know, you can touch them. It's just like people I don't know.
We'll go eating them.
Yeah, they're not great, Carolyn, but I'm glad you're at least concerned with your health. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by LifeLock.
Well, they got that crash completely off the highway now. Westbound C470 just after Alameda. Traffic's moving a lot better on that west end of town. In fact, C470 actually looking good end to end around the city. Southbound I-25, a little heavy and slow right now, approaching 38th Avenue down to the stadium curve. We are seeing that bunching westbound 270 around Vasquez. Off our highways, crashes, cleaning up Gun Club and Jewel. It's backed up north and southbound in there. And one tying up all directions here of Federal and Alameda. Denver weather for today, we are looking at partly cloudy skies and aiming for a high of 84. Right now we've warmed up to 69. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Every 3 seconds, there's a new victim of identity theft in the U.S. This Cybersecurity Awareness Month, get LifeLock for comprehensive identity theft protection. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious activity of your personal information. Start your 30-day free trial at lifelock.com/cybersafety.
Hey, I want you to set your calendars for later this, it's like in about 14 days, October 24th at the 20 Mile Theater in Parker. It's the AMC Theater on 20 Mile Road in Parker. Concessions will be provided. It's going to be a fun evening, but an educational evening, as certified financial planner Joseph Ciano and his team will present a movie about the retirement dilemma, on what people face in retirement, how many people grow short, and how they are battling it. It's an educational event. It's not a high-pressure event, not a sales event, but you can ask any question you want about fixed indexed annuities. Why don't you sign up for this movie event, the 24th, mymoneymyway.com, 303-779-6600, mymoneymyway.com, 779-6600. Hey, it's open enrollment right now. What the heck does that mean? That means that it's the time of year the government designates for you to change or get new health insurance. Whether you're on Social Security and you need a supplement, or you want to get Medicare Advantage, or you want to get a regular health insurance plan, high deductible, low deductible, on or off the exchange, tax credits, whatever, Integra can help you. And you won't pay a dime more going through them. In fact, you'll save money going through them because they make health insurance simple and smart. Integra Insurance. Please give them a call. They're the people I use. 303-466-5500, 466-5500.
That's would be Jay Bretz or Henry Bretz? Okay. Props to Excel Roofing. What's your name?
Excel Roofing. Here they're on top of it.
Tony.
Is he done with his live spots?
Okay, you're kind of cutting out
he's all yours.
a little bit.
Hey, Tom?
So,
If he's paying attention.
Yeah. Tom?
He no pay attention.
Oh, okay.
What?
I have 2 follow-ups for you.
Thank you very much, Doc.
You're going to love this one.
You're going to love
those
it.
are the Bretts.
Don't tell me.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
Everybody on YouTube, you are going to love this story.
Hold on to your butts.
Doc has been accused of not liking women.
Wait. What?
I know, and he's a woman doctor.
No, it's not.
How much time do I have?
3.
He's perverting it a little bit.
A lot of time. As much as
I don't know,
want.
Doc.
A guy that stared at the Y all day long, every day for 30 years doesn't like women.
40 years.
40 years.
Wait till you hear it. And it was a caller. He was assigned to the case. I'm not going to say which one. And she went off on Doc.
Wow.
I love it.
Holy crap.
It's like that guy that went off on Kelly.
Well, Kelly's understandable, but Doc? No.
I know, I'm such a mild-mannered person.
Did you cheat him out of some
But
poker money?
What a jerk. I mean, he literally left 2 messages this morning.
How many did he leave yesterday, and how many times did he call during the show? I called the mofo. I called him, and he wouldn't fucking answer his phone.
Oh, you called him?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
After he kept trying to fucking light her up, I said, I'll call.
I mean, and the guy is like...
You know what? How dare they charge for a service?
He's a jerk, man.
What the hell?
Who calls us 10 times over some bullshit like that?
Well, and first of all, he literally thought it was going to cost, and I told you this, $50 to $75 to go out and look for mold. And so I was...
Moron, call around if you really think
And who
that's gonna
says,
happen.
come out and visually look at my window for mold? I don't believe it. They wanted a mold test.
I have no idea. I'm just glad.
Well, I know on Amazon they have mold tests for $50.
Okay, buy it. I don't care.
God.
I mean, come on. And, you know, Mark Szymanski is like the nicest guy
Great guy.
if I've ever met. And he does
Well,
great
okay,
business.
what's that say about me then? The fuck are you talking
Second
about?
nicest guy.
How
You're
could
the
he be the
second.
nicest guy when I'm here?
Well, it goes...
Dragon, straighten her up.
So
and then
it
how
goes-
about Dragon? He's not a nice guy?
There's
Really
like...
not.
There's like a level...
Yeah, yeah.
Because
a bell
I gotta
curve.
put
A bell
My
curve.
I gotta
middle
put
name
Kevin.
is fucking
Kamala
nice.
loves Venn diagrams.
I gotta put like everybody is on an even plane here. We got Kevin Culkin, we got Jeff Vick, we got Mark Szymanski.
Doc, Bo,
Yeah,
Deputy T,
Doc.
Tom.
Oh, yes, of
What's
course.
that?
Mark,
Rod.
Tom.
Yeah.
What?
Kelly's trying to say
Frank
that-
Frank's on high above all
that
of
you
us.
that neither you
Frank
nor
wins.
I are the nicest people she knows.
Hey.
That's not
Hey,
what
Mark,
he said.
I
basically
figured
what I
out
said.
I can do that permanent thing tomorrow through the rest of your life. Or tomorrow you're not going to, well, yeah.
10 seconds.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, we have to do it tomorrow for your thing.
To find the right equipment and get moving today.
Auto accident? Find out what your case is worth. Search Attorney John Fuller.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. By the way, Fix It 24/7 in the house. We'll talk about their extreme clean and why you need it. I need to get to the phones. Man, we are like off the charts here. Skylar, what's happening with you, Skylar?
Main reason I was calling is about my aunt and the care facility she's in, and
Okay, now, Skylar, is this a serious problem going on? Tell me about your aunt and how you got hip to the problem, Skylar.
okay, Spark Notes version. She went into the hospital about the middle of August, had an abscess in her intestines, did have to have surgery to have a section removed. Was in recovery at that point. They were going to send her to a rehab facility after that, which she was in the hospital longer than she was supposed to be. Let's see here. She had Medicare. She's been there long enough. Medicare stopped covering. I have her applied to try to get long-term Medicare to get her taken care of. And the reason why I'm doing all this is
You didn't tell me how she ended up in a senior care facility. Is it because that's all she could afford, or what?
No, that's where they sent her for rehab, and then she had been on in the rehab area so long they had to move her to general long-term care.
Okay, so she's not recovering well.
Not as well as she could be, I suppose.
Okay.
Not as well as we'd hope.
Now, what's the name of the senior care facility?
It's Grace Point Senior Care Facility.
Okay, and what's the problem?
Yesterday we got a call about 10:30. They want to discharge her this week, but we're kind of struggling with that because she can't. They want to send her home directly to her house, but she can't care for herself right now. She can't get up to the bathroom. doesn't really eat or drink much.
Okay, now, there's a few reasons they discharge people. One is for lack of payment, unless you are an undocumented illegal immigrant, or they discharge you because they say you're better.
Well, and that's part of why I guess I'm bringing this up. Where did that?
Who is paying for this right now, by the way? Is this Medicare?
Well, for about the last week or so, technically nobody has.
Okay, here's what I need to know. Does she have Medicaid? Does she have Medicare? How old is she?
She is 84.
Well,
she does have Medicare and Medicaid. They're both just stopping coverage because she's been there for so long.
No, they don't stop coverage like that. Nope.
Oh, all right.
There's something else going on. So, is that why she's being discharged, because her coverage is running out?
Yeah, well, yeah, because they're not getting paid, and the reason why they did stop this is I have this document here. I'm still waiting on a few things from the care facility. This was reports like she was able to keep up with her physical therapy.
Did they tell you? I need to get to this part. Did they tell you she's being discharged because they're no longer getting paid?
Yes.
They actually told you that?
Correct. Basically. Well, I mean, not in the exact words, but yes.
Okay. Because her coverage is running out.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I need to get Integra on. I just need to ask them some general questions because Medicaid doesn't run out, neither does Social Security. I mean Medicare. So I don't know what's going on.
Okay. And I'll be honest, we don't either. We get bits and pieces, and we just genuinely just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, let's try to figure it out for you.
Okay.
How is she doing? Could she make it at all at home?
Absolutely not. She can't really do. She doesn't get up to go to the bathroom because she can't. We tried to get her yesterday, and she gave one heck of a yank on that handrail and just couldn't get anywhere.
Now, did she? Okay. Did she get paid? Did they pay for anything for her?
They meaning who?
Her insurances. Did they pay for anything?
Yeah, while she was in the hospital and while she was in rehabilitation.
Got it. I got it. Okay, hold on. We'll try to get some answers. I want to try to get Integra on just as an expert. Okay, so hold on. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Robert
We
Half.
got that crash completely off the highway now. Westbound C470 just after Alameda. Traffic's moving a lot better on that west end of town. In fact, C470 actually looking good end to end around the city. Southbound I-25 a little heavy and slow right now, approaching 38th Avenue down to the stadium curve. We are seeing that bunching westbound 270 around Vasquez. Off our highways, crashes, cleaning up Gun Club and Jewel. It's backed up north and southbound in there. And one tying up all directions here of Federal and Alameda. Denver weather for today, we are looking at partly cloudy skies and aiming for a high of 84. Right now we've warmed up to 69. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals utilize their award-winning AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Okay, if you ever thought about getting involved in real estate, maybe being a landlord, but you didn't want the hassle of rentals, Vestera Turnkey has a strategy that I find unbelievable. Yes, I am getting involved, and I'll tell you why. Barry Miller, esteemed real estate broker who invented buyer brokerage back in the day, I've known him for 30 some odd years. He put together a plan where he searched out the best markets to buy and sell and to get positive cash flow. and management companies to help, and they do it all. You never have to take a phone call if you don't want. And it's very low risk, high returns, 30 to 80%. And I'm telling you, you can double your money in 2 years. I want you to check out this webinar from the comfort of your home or office, mybiggestreturn.com. Just go sign up. It's on the 26th, mybiggestreturn.com. Gravina's Windows, man, I'm talking heritage. Since 1988, and that's after Larry worked with his dad since 72, and then his son Nick got involved, and Nick is a genius. We love him. GravinaWindows.com, that's singular, GravinaWindows.com. And what they do, they have 50 lines of windows, multiple lines of siding, multiple lines of exterior doors and entry doors and French doors and sliders. They are the company you want. They have the heritage and longevity other people just dream about. This is the Gravina on West Evans. Keep that in mind. GravinaWindows.com, 303-472-8462. Now, you want deals on water heaters. You're not going to beat it. EuroPlumbingColorado.net. Water heaters, $14.99 for a 50-gallon tank fully installed. The old one taken away, $13.99 for a 40-gallon. He says put them to the test, please. Europlumbing Colorado, they also do repiping of your entire home with PEX. If you need to repipe your home, 303-668-6844, EuroPlumbingColorado.net. Okay. Hannah,
okay.
How's everything going?
Fantastic.
Swimmingly.
Real, everything is good? Cool. Good.
Yeah.
I saw a note on here. Somebody, is Mark's family with
Hey, Mark.
His parents. Hey, Mark, did your parents get a big surge or what?
Today's Thursday.
Yeah, they're probably getting a roof out of it.
Wow, yeah. But they weren't in the direct line.
No. It rained there. They got a huge pond behind their house, and the pond's got over a foot of water though, which is crazy.
Thank God they were safe. Just it could have been even worse.
Hey, Mark. Don't order me that thing yet. I want to see how it works on your TV. Because I have to figure out it may not be worth it for me because I get all that stuff for free.
Right.
So I'll talk to you after you get yours.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I gotta call this asshole.
Do you see the live?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you. I always watch and talk to the people.
It's up a third of the show.
I love the multiple platforms.
Okay, is that Hannah from Fix It 24/7? I hear my husband and I love it when she's on. That's from Judith. Do you know a Judith? Is that your aunt
I
or
do
something?
not know a Judith.
Hey, Nancy, we're gonna get to you. as
Wait,
soon as
thank you,
possible,
Judith.
Okay, so just be patient with
Is
me.
the mic always hot?
All right, no problem. Hold on.
Oh, they just came and cleaned my furnace yesterday, Judith said.
Oh, nice. We have our team log on there, our account to respond to her.
Oh, I got to give a wrench to, is he on? I got to give him a wrench. Let me give a wrench to that son of a bummer. Is Deputy Dollar around?
He's not here, if that's what you mean.
No, I know. I just mean if he's on the feed. That's
10 seconds.
Podcast Network. iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Making of a Rivalry, Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, and start listening.
630 KHAL, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. I want to go to John Jones Jr. with Integra Insurance, our health insurance experts, because I really need to get this question in. Can you think of any reason, John, this woman, 84 years old, on Medicare and Medicaid, she was sent to a senior care facility for rehab after surgery, and she wasn't doing well in rehab, and they decided they need to keep her in long-term care anyway, so they switched from rehab to senior care, like a nursing home, I guess, and her insurance won't pay, and they're asking her to leave.
Right. Well,
go ahead.
So, Medicare, real quick, Medicare does not generally cover long-term care in a nursing home. And then Medicaid, right, if she's Medicare, Medicaid, so even if you pay out of pocket or with that long-term care, Medicaid itself also, you would be potentially paying out of pocket because Medicaid, it does vary state to state, but oftentimes it also, most but not all nursing homes. Well, I mean, if it's
John,
Medicaid,
I can tell you this: Medicaid, based on somebody I knew, does pay for long-term care, but there's special facilities you have to go to.
Right, yeah. So a lot of nursing homes do accept Medicaid payment. So in that case, because Medicaid will pay for some things that Medicare does not pay for or cover.
Right.
So if she's also on Medicaid, then that may, but it's not all. Not all nursing homes.
No, that's right, and they're not obligated to. So Skylar,
correct.
Skylar, the problem here is Medicare doesn't have long-term care. So you're left for Medicaid, and that facility probably does not accept Medicaid.
That is correct, and I meant to clarify this earlier. I do have her on pending long-term Medicaid. What we're running into is we have called 13 different facilities that are supposed to, that we're trying to, but none of them take it pending. I got the paperwork filed. I just got to wait to hear from them.
That's right. They won't take pending. However, you can chip in and pay, self-pay for a while.
That's where we're all running into is even between my dad, myself, and her brothers, the four of us can't do it.
So then somebody will have to probably stay with her at home for a while. John, is there any Medicaid for home care?
Yeah, there could be some coverage for home care under Medicare or under Medicaid. Or I guess let me go back to on Medicare. It depends, though. It's very limited. So let me get that exact. So Medicare home care, right? So we're looking at.
We're going to run out of time, but I want to hold on. I want you to
part-time and it's limited. And so, how long did they say it's going to take? They say pending. How long did they say it's going to take to find out?
I was told that they would contact me when they need to evaluate her and find out what kind of care she needs.
I'll bet you it could take 2 or 3 months.
How long? And when did you last apply?
Last Monday, actually.
Skylar, there's no way around it, bro. Somebody's going to have to take care of her, or Integra will look at home care and let us know after the break. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up. This is terrible when people have family like this. This is terrible.
Didn't want to talk to Tony anyway.
Hey, and Tom, after you do the intro, you don't. It's fine if I chime in on things, right?
Anytime. In
I
fact,
just don't want to step
you don't
on
even have to
toes.
wait for the intro. Just say, "This is Hannah with Fix It." No, seriously, you don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Sign up, Mark, and I will make that permanent for tomorrow. Okay.
still don't have an email from
I know,
you,
it keeps
so-
kicking back. It's really weird.
Does it say why?
It's giving a different... Here, look at this. I'm saying that, but I'm not spelling it that way. See, it's missing an E, but like, but I spelled it at troubleshooter.com.
And I even proofread it, and I didn't even
Yeah.
notice that mistake.
Plumbing, job, and heating maintenance. I can never spell it. Rebecca, I have. Is that a common spelling for Dimitri? That's so interesting. I have Dimitri here. He's a researcher for Martino's team. Needs work. And his first heating maintenance. Can you assist? Only send him the best. Okay, let's see if it goes through.
Okay.
If it doesn't, I'm gonna go crazy.
Okay. And if it doesn't, what I'll do is I'll email you, and we'll see if maybe there's a...
That could be it.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Woohoo! Yay, okay, that makes me happy. Go. How long have you worked with Tom?
Oh, like a month. I think this is my 4th week.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I've known him for many, many years. And I have a lot of time during the day now, so my business kind of runs on its own. And so
Yeah. What's your other business?
I operate a small recycling company.
Oh, fantastic.
Commercial recycling company.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you. So I can take 4 days off most days of the week. and
Okay,
come out
you
over
have
here.
set it up correctly with this live thing.
Thank you.
Don't get mad at him, though. Okay, tell him when he gets back. Yeah. I know I will. Okay. I'll make sure he clears it. See you. Bye. My son went on fall break and asked me for tickets. I bought him plane tickets. He never told his mom.
What?
She didn't know where he was.
No.
So he just vanished? He just vanished, and she
I
didn't
swear
know?
to God. So Dan,
Anna Davis?
his stepdad, says you have to empty the dishwasher.
Fix my home.
And he says I'm on a plane.
Oh, she's on screen. Look at her.
Wow.
Hey, did somebody have a question about Fix It? I could overhear in the.
No, I'm just happy to see you.
Oh, happy,
yeah,
happy to hear you.
Happy to see you. But anyway, that's funny.
How old is he?
Where's the Zoom, man? Mark didn't get on the Zoom.
Mark's busy suing somebody.
Oh, man. Get on the Zoom, Mark. I'm tired of these YouTube morons jonesing for him.
How many lawsuits does Mark file in a typical year?
On small claims?
Yeah.
Yeah, not that many, but more than the average bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think it's the most underutilized consumer resource out there.
You wouldn't if you make a...
I've used it twice last year.
Oh, I was going to say, then you know.
I loved it.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's not crazy. It's super easy. And everybody at the courthouse is very helpful. And including the judge, he was really engaged in the cases and provided great feedback. I mean,
I can't seem to get Dollar on here. I can't seem to give him a wrench. I'm trying to give him a wrench. Is Dollar up and running right now? Yeah. Okay, so you can only assign wrenches when they're active online.
10 seconds.
Gotcha. I heard it.
$1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Grand. That's grand. Enter it now at khow.com. Inflation salvation on 630 KHOW.
Yeah. Ripped off. Bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello. Okay, I got a wide shot here if you're streaming and online. And we have Hannah Banana with us, Hannah Davis with Fix It 24/7. We want to get this out in the beginning because it's very important. The extreme clean, it's what they call the shoulder season.
Yes.
Because it's neither too hot nor too cold, and $39 for new customers.
It's the deep clean. You want to do this before the
I
winter
like extreme
hits.
clean, but you can call it deep.
No, we're going to go with the extreme clean because
Yeah.
it is extreme. They
Yeah.
take it apart piece by piece, get it ready for the
I know.
winter.
Seriously.
People get a save on their bills. It prevents breakdowns and $39 for new customer. Tom, you've had this done.
Twice. I mean, 2 houses, right?
Yeah, it's the real deal.
Unbelievable. And so I just got a text here. What do you do with people? They have a furnace, but it's in a condo. Do you guys do it at all? I don't know if you do or not.
Are they the owners of the condo?
Yes. See, I know sometimes if it's the central units with just the exchanger in there, you won't do it. But if it's a separate,
It depends on the setup. Here's what I would say.
call and find out.
Call our office
All right.
because you want it done right, and our guys do it right.
720-526-3939. FixMyHome.com. Book now. We got to go to the phones. And then if you have any questions, by the way, we will love to talk to you about it. We had somebody on YouTube say they did the cleaning yesterday. They were very pleased.
Really?
Yeah, we just right. Her Judith,
we love to hear that.
Judith says, "Yep, they just cleaned." And really, honest to God, for $39, I mean, you can't go wrong. John Jones, is he still there? I want to bring this up real quick. Is he still there, or not?
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Okay, he did text me for Skylar, and I want to just say, here's what it is. Medicaid. It says. Okay, it's going to depend on her needs. Medicare does cover some health, including medically necessary part-time skilled nursing care at home. It does not pay for 24-hour care or custodial care. Medicaid is similar, but they don't do it permanent 24 hours a day, every day. So, Skylar, look in after you get Medicaid, but for now, I don't know what else to tell you, bro. There is no way that they're going to keep her there without payment. And what you'll have to do is take care of her until the Medicaid comes through and then find a Medicaid facility. We went through this with my brother. He was 84. Went through this with him. Lila, what's happening, Lila? Welcome to the show.
Hi there, Tom.
Hey, what's happening?
So I'm following up. I spoke with you guys, I think, in February of this year regarding an issue with my Mini Cooper.
Okay, hold on. Let me try to find your call.
Sure.
Did you call in with your name, Lila?
Yes.
Okay. So what's going on?
So basically,
It's a 2009 under a recall for a faulty module, and it's in danger of a thermal event, or in other words, a fire.
Correct.
So
And
what
I
happened?
have not driven my car. I've had it on the side of my townhome, since June of 2023.
But wait a minute. Why, if it's under recall, why don't they have a fix?
Well, they haven't had so they haven't had a fix until I complained to the NTSB a few months after your show because there was still no resolution. I kept calling Minnie saying, hey, what's going on? They still didn't have a resolution. I called them.
Is this for everyone that owns a Mini or just the 2009s?
I think I think 2009 through, I don't know, the recall is for a number of years. So I believe it's through, it could be through 2009 through the 2016 vehicles. I'm not 100% sure of that.
Okay.
Detail. But what I do know is that I called in August again. They said that they had a fix for the recall, that they said that they would order the parts, whatever was needed for the repair.
Did you call a dealer or the factory?
I called the dealership, dealership here, where I originally purchased it, and I had it towed because we knew the battery didn't start. It's been sitting for a long time, so I had it towed to the location from my driveway. I got a phone call from them a week later saying that I had some maintenance issues. And I said, I'm sure I do have some maintenance issues. My car has been sitting for 16 months in my driveway in my townhome, not being driven because of this situation. And I said, I just want my repair done.
Yeah, but what maintenance did they say you had?
They didn't say.
Well,
And
didn't you
my
think
response-
about asking? I mean, what if it's serious?
No, I just said, can I have my repair done? Because I'm not going to get my car repaired through Mini.
Okay,
The
no,
whole
I
point
get
is
it.
This is taking so long. Yes. So I just said to them, I just want my repair done.
Right.
This was August 16th. Today is October 10th. I left a message.
All right, let me get this to somebody who wants to take it. Let's see. Who's in the studio?
Status of the car.
I've
Right.
got
So
Doc
it's been
in
there
here
for
today.
7 weeks.
Doc's loaded. I think he is. He has a number of follow-ups too.
Bo
So,
can take a case.
Bo, let's do it.
He's
I'm
out today.
not sure about Chopper. I have
Bo's
no
out today. Let's just give this to D right now. Listen, you have a reasonable expectation to get this thing fixed. You think they're hijacking it until you get the other maintenance things done?
I have no idea. I'm expecting a phone call back. I mean, it was a week later they talked about
It's
maintenance.
how long has
And
it
I
been
said,
there so far?
I think it's August 16th.
September. That's
So
wrong.
what is it?
2
7
months.
weeks? Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's 16
All right, I'm
months,
gonna give
and
this
I
to
paid
Deputy
full
D.
Insurance on my car sitting in my driveway.
No, I don't blame you
That's
for
a whole
being
other-
pissed. I'd be pissed too.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to have Deputy D, Dimitri, get in touch with you off the air. Kachina, send this over to D. This is wrong, man. This is just wrong. Nancy has an issue with Empire Flooring. By the way, just for those listening, Empire. Empire is really not a flooring company. Empire is an advertising company and a lead aggregator. And what they do is they do commercials and then send out the leads to a various number of people. Go ahead, Nancy.
Hi. I had my floor done, and it was 2 years ago.
Was it
and
Empire that you called, Nancy?
Yes, it was Empire.
You saw one of their commercials or heard it, right?
Well, yes. And so
And when was this? How long ago did you say, Nancy?
It was 2022 in July.
Okay.
And 6 months after it was installed, it started buckling and separating. So they came out and.
What kind of floors?
They're vinyl.
Do they, what they call luxury vinyl planking?
Yes.
Okay.
And so then it's doing it again, and I started.
So
getting
did they
hold of
fix it
St.
once?
Flint.
Did they fix it
Yeah,
once?
and then they said the lady told me the warranty starts over because it's a year warranty.
No, it really doesn't. It really doesn't.
Anyway,
well, then you would have a warranty forever.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so it's doing it again, and so the big district manager came out, and he said, "Don't worry, Miss Stocksy, we're going to take care of you, whether it's the manufacturer's problem or our problem, but we'll take care of you." And he goes, "It's going to take a little while for us to get through the manufacturers," and they came over and they measured to make sure it was put in right and made sure it was
Good.
level.
At least you're getting some attention. What happened then?
But then, yesterday I got a message on my phone that said the manufacturer said it's not their product, so you can give me a call back and we'll discuss, give you a quote on repair. So they want to charge me.
What do you mean
repair
it's
it.
not their product? Meaning it's not their product that's defective?
Yes.
So in other words, it's the installation.
They said no, it's not. It's my. They said it was my floor.
What's
wrong with my floor?
Okay, I don't.
Subfloor underneath?
Yeah, like what?
Nothing. They couldn't find anything wrong with my floor when they were out doing their inspection. It's all level. It's there's no moisture.
I don't know. I don't know.
They charged me $12,000 with that, and I've saved forever to do it. Now I'm just screwed. I don't know.
No. We got to get a floor inspector, independent, out there to look at it. I don't know of any independent floor inspectors, but you might want to call Simply Floors.
What's wrong with my floor though? There's not one thing wrong with it. I don't understand. They're just trying to get out of fixing it, I guess.
Oh, wow. I don't think so. I mean, yeah, they maybe they're. Well, okay, you got to gather evidence. Well, here's what we need. We need some kind of expert to look at it, to say what's wrong with it and why, and then how much it's going to cost to fix, and then you might have to sue them. Who was the local contractor that did the floor?
His name's Saul, and you know what's weird is Saul said he would do it over. And then he came over to do it over again that day, and then he goes, maybe we should call Empire, because I'm afraid it's going to do it again.
But what did they? That's when that started. What did they say is causing it?
They don't know.
And
my floor, but there's nothing wrong with my floor.
Nancy, what kind of floor
do you?
What kind of floor did they put it over?
Just regular. What do they board? Regular.
No, I mean, what kind of floor? What was there before?
Carpet.
Okay, all right. And is this on your first floor?
Yes.
Okay. Nancy, let's ask Buddy Mitchell at Simply Floors, Inc. if he has an inspector that might be able to look at this. You're going to need an inspector. You really are.
Well, that's what they had come out as an inspector.
But was it
what?
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about.
He said he couldn't find anything wrong with my floor.
I am not talking about an Empire person.
Oh.
I want an independent person.
What's the warranty on it anyhow?
It's 1 year, she said.
And if it's 2 years into it, even if I'm just trying to understand this, if there is an issue and it's 2 years, not 1 year, then what?
Well, if it was never done properly.
They redid it and it's doing the same thing again.
I understand that. Did they redo the whole floor?
No, just a section.
Now hold on, Nancy, the section that they redid, is that buckling again or is it a new section?
It's the same place.
The same place. See, Mark, here's what I'm thinking. I agree, a warranty is a warranty. However, let's say an inspector says, you know what, this was never done right, ever, blah, blah, blah. I just think she needs some ammunition.
How long did it take before it started buckling again?
She said it started buckling right away.
6 months.
6 months, okay.
Oh, it did take 6 months.
That's what it did both times.
6 months both times. Nancy, we need to get...
I'd like to see a picture of it.
Yeah, can you send us a picture?
I have one on my phone, yeah.
Good. Kachina, talk to her and see if we can get Buddy Mitchell on, just for the heck of it. Let's see. Or some other flooring person from referral list. We got to get somebody on to at least, where do we go from here? I think no matter what, we have to have it inspected. 303-713-8255. Dan McKenzie is an estate planning attorney, and he can help you plan for your estate, for passing on a business, investments, collectibles, whatever you have in your estate. He has creative ways to help you through a trust or even through LLCs. I want you to call McKenzie Law, Dan McKenzie, 833-CO-PLANS. He can do a simple will, he can do a trust, he can do a combination of the two, and he makes it very simple. 833-CO-PLANS.
You know, the big wireless companies want you to overpay.
Tom, when you have time, we've got
something wrong with her subfloor.
several commenters talking about Fix It, and I want to give them a shout out.
You get to choose how much data that you actually want. And for $25 a month, you'll get unlimited talk, unlimited text.
Okay, we will.
You're going to get mobile hotspot, 5 gigs
Calls
of data.
calm down a bit.
Go with Pure Talk, and you get to choose how much data you actually want. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now, and if you do it now, you'll save an additional 50% off your first month from Pure Talk.
SheridanAutotech.com. You know what? We love what they do. They do minor and major repairs and maintenance and electrical issues and pre-buy inspections on used cars, which is very important. Sheridan Autotech on Colfax, west of Wadsworth. Well worth the drive no matter where you're coming from because they're honest. They have value, knowledge, and experience. 303-455-7242. 455-7242, SheridanAutotech.com. You know, I love when there are companies that we get great reviews about that do solar, because solar is such a tough business. Most people just sell it door to door and then sell your contract to someone else, and then they get your supplies from somewhere else, and you don't even know who you're dealing with. With Red Rocks Roof and Solar, you deal with them from beginning to end, from the sales, installation, and service. In fact, they can service any system. They're great people. RedRocksRS.com. They can teach you how to get a grant to pay for everything if you're a commercial system and you qualify for the REAP grant. Give them a call for residential or commercial, 303-704-2449. 704-2449. Is he ever going to get on Zoom or no?
No, I am going to end up splitting here in a minute. I'm having an issue I have to take care of.
Is it something serious?
No, it's nothing serious like that. I'll let you know when I get out of here.
Okay.
His room at the Gaylord is double booked.
It's getting pretty fucked up.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't even get through to him there.
Uh-oh. I was just poking fun, but that...
No, it's ridiculous, man. When you call there, every direct number they have, you end up going to fucking, some other state where they're not even there. And then they try to reconnect you, and you can't even get through. And then when
I'm surprised you didn't go to stay there last night, bro. I'm surprised you didn't go to stay there last night.
You mean
confirmation about your room and everything?
I mean that. I'm sorry.
But it's
tonight.
fucked up when you enter it.
Tonight. I meant tonight, Mark.
That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, I'm just really, because usually you do stuff like that. You know, you're right there.
Yeah, I know. In fact, that might be an answer.
Yeah, if they have a room.
I have a feeling they took on a little more than they can chew or something. I don't know.
Wow.
But anyhow, I will text you here in a little bit.
Is the Gaylord new here?
No,
Or is
what do
it
you mean new? Well, relatively new, like within the last, 10 years?
Yeah, at least 10 years.
Or 5?
We've got one in
Closer to 5, I think.
5 years?
We've got one in Dallas. It's a big
giant.
One in Nashville,
It's huge.
Dallas.
Yeah, they're picking their markets.
That's
I
where
mean-
Do they
George
do the
usually
big, like,
has
ice-
the Christmas party.
Yeah, yeah. George had his party there.
Oh, he did. Nice spot. George.
Not this year. Few years in a row, but not this year. My daughter's living with me now. And that's Princess. She loves it. I don't know why.
Soft fur. Yeah, I want to give one of your followers a $100 credit.
Whoa.
Thanks for calling the Troubleshooter Show. Please hold a moment.
At the studio. Sorry, guys. I mean, Mark is running into problems, so he's going to be leaving.
It's okay. I'll hold down the fort for you, Tom.
Oh, and I didn't forget about your follows, bro.
What the hell happened? I was just gone for a second.
So I just got my final registration for my company, and I was putting my website up.
Hi, Nancy. I'm back. Okay. We'd really like to see pictures of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay? We're still working on getting our.
And you built it
expert
yourself?
on. Do you have an email account?
Hmm?
Okay. So, is it like a Gmail account or anything like that? You do have email. Perfect. Even better.
10 seconds.
Your trusted local fiduciary advisors, TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. You want to give a shout out, Hannah, to people on YouTube
Yes.
and beyond.
We love Tom Martino listeners. We hear from you guys all the time. You come to us, you book that $39 deep clean. But Girl Friday in the comments has been singing Fix It's praises.
Because of that extreme clean.
Because she sent them out to her moms. They did the AC, the heater, love the technician. We love to hear that Girl Friday. So please message us. I'm going to send you our email. We're going to give you a $100 credit. You can use that for your mom's house. You can use that for yours. But, I mean, it's that word of mouth advertising.
Wow.
People falling in love with that service.
Hey, you're going to get a $100 credit just for being nice.
Yeah. So
Girl Friday, $100, man.
And two other things, Tom. We do condos. We can do that. I heard back. And one of your followers asked if we go to Keensburg. We do go to Keensburg. So it's
Now,
yes.
Somebody else said, what if I had 24/7 out for a plumbing thing?
Uh-huh.
Does that make me not eligible because I'm not a new customer? You are a new customer.
Yes.
Here's what in fact, here's what he told me, George, the boss man, and Hannah. If you've never had this cleaning done, they consider you a new customer for this cleaning, right?
That's absolutely correct.
So instead of saying new customers, maybe I should say the extreme clean, $39 for anyone who's never had it done before.
I like that.
That's really what it's about.
Well, and then you get to experience every one of our departments. We also have electric here at Fix It 24/7. But yes, get that plumbing taken care of. And while you have the technicians out there, get 2 for 1.
Yeah. Now, Jimmy's up, and then we're going to take some follow-ups from Deputy Doc, and then Dimitri has some really interesting stuff going on that he's researched for us on the ugly place. I hate it. The round place. Did you know it's a big round building, giant round building?
Club Valencia?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen it.
It's a big, giant round building. Anyway, Jimmy, what's going on with you?
Well, first of all, mega kudos to Fix It 24/7. But really what I called about was the floor. It sounds like to me, depending on what it's built over the top of,
yes,
either there's a water leak below, or wherever that, if it's one spot, because I thought it was the whole floor, but from the sounds of it, it sounds like it's in one spot. There has to be moisture drive. And when they did the underlayment system, they didn't either A, they didn't seal it up, or B, it wasn't enough to contend with the amount of moisture she has going on.
Where do you think that moisture might be coming from if it's her first floor?
Well, I mean, it depends. Is the first floor concrete, or is it's OSB?
Okay.
Sounds like OSB to me.
Let's ask her.
So if it's OSB, then underneath, I highly doubt that they have it covered and contained. So there's water coming from underneath the OSB, which is probably dirt, or, I mean, unless she has a basement.
You know, but when you say water, Jimmy, do you mean moisture somehow from a pipe or something, or what?
Yeah, from a pipe, from a sewer, from an outside drain.
Nancy, did anyone ever go? Do you have a basement underneath the floor where it's buckling, Nancy?
Yeah, it's a garden level.
Well, what does that mean? In other words, you can go underneath that floor where it's buckling, right?
Yeah.
It's a full basement?
Yes.
Is it finished, the basement?
Half of it is. Underneath where this is, it's finished.
So you can't see if there's water coming in?
I don't think there's water coming in.
But I'm not saying water
they did
coming
a
in.
moisture test when they were here, and they couldn't find any moisture.
A moisture, how long did it take them to do the moisture test? Because the moisture test generally takes 24 hours.
No, they just had some machines.
Yeah, that instrument, Jimmy, they have instruments that can see moisture.
Well, I've been in the flooring business for over 20 years, and even moisture meters can't pick up.
Hey, Jimmy, what kind of flooring do you do?
Epoxy, tile, LVP, doesn't matter. Flooring.
And it does sound weird that the same spot is buckling, doesn't it?
I would just imagine.
Jimmy, where are you located? Where are you located?
Brighton. I'm in Brighton.
Where are you located, Nancy?
Chatfield and Kipling.
Oh, crap. God, it's so far. Jimmy, do you know anyone who inspects floors?
I can't think of an independent floor inspector. The only person that I could think of, and it would probably be super pricey, would be an engineer. An engineer would be able to come in and actually look at it. But I mean, it has to be something very simple, especially if it's in one spot. And the other thing is too, is that the floor installers, if they're having moisture problems, sounds like to me that, I mean, it sounds like this guy was nice, but he may not know everything. You can get roll-on moisture barriers that won't allow anything to come through. Sounds like they may need to reassess what moisture barrier they're using, even if they're using one at all.
They didn't use anything. They just put it right over.
There's your problem.
It's not just one spot, it's the whole dining room.
So that's what I'm saying. So when those floors go together, they're creating almost like a sheet of plastic. So if there's residual moisture from a flood, or if there's residual moisture from, let's say there's a pipe that's mounted to the ceiling that's worn through the years and it has a pin drop leak and it's soaking into that floor, if there's moisture at all, that moisture is going to be pulled from the floor by the fluorine.
And there's no leaks or anything like that.
Man,
there has to be moisture somewhere.
There has to be. I totally agree.
I've messed it up enough to know the difference, and I know for a fact that they are supposed to have some sort of a vapor barrier. I'm almost positive that on 90% of the boxes in Home Depot, it says it verbatim.
Do you know if they put, Nancy, did you watch them put the floor down?
Yes.
Did they put it right over your bare floor?
Yes.
There's your problem.
And also in the kitchen, they put it over. They ripped up the old tile in there, and they didn't even scrape it. So it was all bumpy and coming apart. And when they came back to redo it, they finally scraped it all up. But
Can
yeah,
I
they
ask
just
you
put
one
it
more
over the
question?
bare.
Is your basement muggy? Like when you go in your basement?
Yeah, does it feel moist, Nancy? Does it feel moist at all?
Maybe. I don't. No.
How old's the house?
It's a 1985.
Oh yeah, it definitely. So here's the other thing that I'm thinking is that it's just the residual moisture in the air that's turning that plastic flooring into a suction cup, and it suctions all that residual moisture out of the basement underneath where her floor is, and that's what's happening. So it's probably not a leaky pipe. It's probably the fact that they're not using a vapor barrier for the flooring. That's why they tell you to use a vapor barrier, because it does that.
Jimmy, what's the name of your company?
I don't have a company. I work for a company.
Oh, okay. Cool. You're very helpful. I'd love to get your number for future flooring stuff now and then. We call them angels on the show, where they can help us out with issues, not with issues, but with comments. Kachina, get Jimmy down on our list, man. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I really appreciate it, Jimmy. Excuse me. No, I am still alive. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Now, listen. Somebody has a question about Fix It 24/7 about the Extreme Clean. Yes, they understand $39 for people that haven't had it done yet. They want to know about a special for replacement because they think they need to replace. We'll talk about that coming up. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, will do a free market valuation for your home for the asking. All you have to do is call him, and he'll tell you what it will sell for in this market based on his 30 years of experience. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Where was the special for replacement?
KHOW Denver, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. Download the free iHeart radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
We got delays across Commerce City here with a new crash. Eastbound 270 approaching Vasquez. It
not just for
like
him, but
may
let's
be out
just
of
see if they'll
traffic
do
now, but
something.
we're catching a lot of stop and go. That traffic coming down from I-25. Of course, that westbound side is going to be a little busy from Quebec up to that crash scene. So give yourself a little extra time on your Commerce City drive. We're in pretty good shape. If you're making that run up and down I-25, good speeds even across downtown. And same with I-70. No problems here across the city. As we take a look at your weather forecast the rest of today, partly cloudy
he has
skies,
cats,
high
she
up to
knows.
84, partly cloudy overnight, down to 52. It's 75 degrees right now. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey, if you want a discount bath, then you go to discountbath.com. Discount Bath will give you a bid because they know that they're proud of their pricing and their discounts, and they'll do it without entering your home. All you have to do is go to discountbath.com, answer some questions. They won't give away your information. They send you a link. That link is for you to upload a video. You upload the video, and then what they tell you is how much it'll cost you to do that bathroom, whether it's the hallway, the main bath, maybe a roughed-in area in the basement. Do your video, get a price. Also, shower conversions, just $9,888. Discountbath.com. Lazy Days RV. The website is lazydays.com. You know what they do for you? They do sales and service, new and used, locations all over the country. Great service facility right here in Denver, too. You need to know about Lazy Days because they have support as you travel. That's what we love about them. LazyDays.com.
Perfect. So that's
Oh,
what I
man,
need
that's
you
great.
to do for us to continue to help you. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and give you our Simply Floors guy. His name is Buddy.
God, she really likes you.
All right.
I'm going to show. I want to take a picture for Dolce so I can show her.
Perfect. All right. Do you have a pen? Okay. It is 303 735 5380. Did you get that? Do you need me to repeat it? You got it.
Let me turn that on. It's so close.
Yeah, I get that.
So Jimmy, he just called in to be like he heard what was going on and wanted to call in to offer some advice.
Well, maybe when your daughter comes home a little later, she might be able to help you. So why don't you also write down the email address, which is help@troubleshooter.com, and then when your daughter gets home, she might
I will tell you, up until about 5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, there was never a day, that people didn't start calling in 10 minutes before and kept calling in 10 minutes later.
No,
But
it's fine.
something happened.
But in the meantime, I really, really encourage you to call Buddy over at Simply Floors to see if he can do anything. And please tell him that you were on the show.
Splendid. Now they have millions of places, and they have TikTok and YouTube and everything.
Yes,
So
you
it's
were on the
starting to keep
radio.
up with radio.
Yeah, you were on the radio.
I still have a
You were on the radio.
Go
Yes,
away.
we're a radio
But
show.
it's
That's
definitely been affected because you have morons all over the place giving stupid fucking information, especially TikTok. Some of the bullshit they tell you to do with cars.
all right. No problem. Okay.
You know
So
what?
here's
That's
how
a
it
good
works.
idea. Even
Go
on
ahead
consumer.
and send us the pictures.
Now,
Have your
I don't know
daughter
if you
help
see any
you,
of my posts, but I do a lot of
and
it.
then I will forward them to Tom and Mark to take a
I really,
look at.
I've
And
often
if they
said that
want to
about
bring you back on the
consumer stuff will
on the show,
viral because
make sure
there's
that
no
you
one
include
problem
in
that
there your
affects everyone
contact
at the same
information.
time.
Okay.
So it's not like I don't know how to explain this. It's not like some kitty dancing, or some
Yes. Yeah. The
girl
phone
showing her
number is
breast.
the best way to
It's
contact.
literally
Yes.
it's hard to explain. While the information is great for many people, there's consumer issues are not the kind
All right,
of
10
issues
seconds, guys.
that happen to everyone at the same time.
70 or drhi.com.
Need a new roof? Call Excel Roofing 303-761-6400.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, Jimmy was a flooring expert that had some pretty good information. If you're an expert on anything, call us. We love to have experts on. And you know how I know someone's an expert? If they know what they're talking about. It's that easy. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So, Hannah, we had a text. Somebody said they know that they need a replacement.
Yes.
And so can they get a deal?
The month of October, and especially for Martino listeners, but for the month of October, we're doing $1,000 off for a full replacement. The reason is October's a great time
Is that
to do
a
this.
furnace and air or just furnace?
That's complete, furnace and air. If you
$1,000
just need
off.
one, it would be $500. But here's the other deal. We have an apples to apples policy. So if he's shopping around
Yes.
and he finds a different price,
Yeah.
we're going to match that price. And then you also have the infrastructure behind that. a team
Of
that's
course,
here, that's
yeah.
huge, that can come out, can do the maintenance every single year. But $1,000 off for full in October, and also that apples to apples. So have them give them a call.
Okay, so $1,000 off, guy, and also, I don't know if you're a guy or gal. You texted me, but anyone can text me. By the way, on my private Google number, 747-999-5280. That does come to me directly onto my cell phone when I'm not here, and it comes onto my computer, and it truly is personal to me. 747-999-5280. And I do appreciate people not abusing it. I mean, it's been great questions. Now, somebody just texted me about that guy that has an aunt, and I think he was calling with a sibling. You could hear him in the background. And he said, what do we do about taking care of my aunt? I didn't realize this, but this guy said on the text line, or this person, says the Colorado Family Leave Act includes paid time off to care for a family member. But I'm wondering if that includes an aunt or an uncle. I wonder. And also, you have to work for a company that offers the Family Leave Act. And I don't believe the Family Leave Act is incumbent upon all companies. I think you have to have a certain number of employees. Dimitri, could you look that up? The Colorado Family Leave Act. I want to know the conditions for which an employer is obligated, because I think it's not every employer. I'm not sure, though. And then also, we have some follow-ups from Deputy Doc. Doc, what's going on?
Hey, remember John called about, a problem with Smart Talk and Walmart not getting his subscription, which was supposed to be $20 a month, and they were charging him $45 a month?
Yes, I remember that. He was so frustrated.
Right. Well, I made a couple of calls, and they were supposed to get back to him, but then Suze gave me the number of a guy named Brian, who apparently had some insight, and
what was the guy's name that called in, Doc?
John,
okay. And keep going.
And so Brian made a phone call, and I got a text message from John last night that everything had been straightened out, and he is now being charged $20 a month for the next 12 months. So problem solved.
Really, I see that. It was an unlimited data plan.
Right.
And the introduction was supposed to be $20 a month, and he never got that. Did we ever find out why that happened? This is great news, by the way.
I don't think it was just a mix-up somehow. But the point is, it got fixed. I'm not sure we ever asked.
And is it Walmart that did it?
It was Straight Talk that did it.
Okay, good.
So we got that taken care of.
Straight Talk took care of it. Should we give ourselves a dinger? I think it's a dinger, right? It's dinger worthy, I think, because
okay.
I mean, was it us that did it, or it wasn't a coincidence, was it? Of course not.
Well, Brian, who was a friend of Sue's, made a call.
Okay.
And apparently, he tied everything together.
Got it.
So let's give Brian some kudos. And the other thing is, I spoke to Anita, who had called about a problem with Wells Fargo Bank.
Okay, hold on. Anita, Wells Fargo. Let me look it up. Keep going. Tell me about it.
So anyway, I called her to find out what was going on. And, she had given us a rundown of what happened when she tried to get something notarized.
Is this when her parents died?
Yes.
Okay, her parents died, and she needed a power of attorney notarized with her signature.
Correct.
And what happened was she felt that the Wells Fargo branch office was discriminating against her because of her last name and her color. She's dark. She's East Indian. She said she has a Muslim, could be considered a Muslim name. And she said she thought they were treating her like garbage, and she had to go to the main office. They did it for her. What happened?
Oh, so I called her to find out what was going on. And I kept asking her a simple question. What, in the past 35 years, what other episodes of discrimination can you point to other than this one episode that happened with the notarization? I asked her that same question at least 5 times, and she kept telling me what happened with the current episode where she felt she was discriminated against.
The first time in how many years?
35 years.
So did you talk her out of pursuing this?
Well, no, I told her, I said, you can't answer my question, you're an idiot. So then she
What?
writes me.
You don't call her an idiot. She already felt discriminated against. Anyway, keep going.
So then she gives me this long email that she's going to report me to the Tom Martino show, and she's going to report me to the Denver branch of NAACP because I am discriminating against her because she's a woman. So then I sent her back. I said, look, I was an OBGYN for 40 years. I had hundreds of patients who were of different ethnicities, Asian, black, whatever you want to say. I said, I never had a problem. So you're barking up the wrong tree. And if you want to report me to the NAACP, go ahead because you're an idiot. And that was the end of it.
Why do you feel she did not sound, she's a retired PhD, her husband's a doctor. They didn't sound like idiots to me, but I don't know why, but you're right, Doc. If she's been going to that bank for 30 years or however many years, and this is the first incident, that is kind of weird.
Right.
I agree with you. I got to take this break. I'm Tom Martino. Doc, I'm going to report you as well. By the way, we got more coming up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
You want to steer clear of eastbound 270 right now. There is a crash working at Vasquez, and they are tying up a lane of traffic in there, scooting everybody to one side of the highway. That's what's got us jammed so heavily coming down from I-25. Don't even get on 270. Just stick with I-25 and I-70 and get yourself around that big backup there. That's for eastbound traffic. Westbounders dealing with those delays here from I-70 up to the crash scene. That's just
Maybe
with all the looky-loos. Rest of our other
that I
highways
gave
in
him
pretty good
permission,
shape
but
so
he
far.
lives with his
As we
mom
look at your weather
primarily.
forecast for the rest of today, partly cloudy skies, aiming for a high of 84 degrees. We're at 76 now. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
John Fuller is a personal injury attorney. You can look him up, John Fuller, Personal Injury Denver. He'll talk to you free of charge about your case. If you've been injured in an accident, to tell you what he thinks it's worth. He'll tell you where to collect, how to collect, what his first and next steps would be. John Fuller, Fuller Law. He's also on referralist.com, or you can give him a call. Remember, all the legal information is free. You get to talk to him personally, and if you hire him on a percentage fee basis, he will give you his cell phone number that you can call or text at any time. 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500. Hey, it's open enrollment. That means that Integra Insurance, the people you heard on my show today as my health insurance experts, they can help you pick the right plan, whether it's a supplement for your Medicare or Medicare Advantage, or maybe you're younger and you need a regular plan with subsidies and tax credits, high deductible, or maybe a low deductible, or maybe just a catastrophic plan. Whatever it is that you need, they'll help you. And they help you directly, and you don't pay any extra ever by going through IntegraInsurance.com. In fact, they save you money. Health insurance made simple and smart. 303-466-5500, 466-5500. She's so friendly today.
Martino's got to yell for you? Okay, sure.
This is why I didn't even bring it up, because it's so stupid.
Tom, can you lean in for a selfie?
What's that?
I mean, what is she made of glass?
There we go.
Congratulations again. Relevance.
Did Mark leave?
Yeah, he gone.
Son of a bitch.
Congratulations. That's relevant?
I am the CIO of a company called Compass Royalty
This is where I started to lose.
Oh yeah, I've been done for almost a minute.
And I'm not sure if you've caught on yet. We have been trying to reach you either by email, by letter, even sent you recently a big thick stack of papers. Mobile's going through a conversion, and we're asking everybody to participate with us. And I'd love to visit with you to tell you the advantages of it. My number is 817-300.
So, she left her Yelp review? Tom, do you have Yelp? I mean, does the Martino show have a Yelp?
Well, apparently you do.
Well, everyone has a Yelp. All somebody has to do. And here's the problem with...
She left a Yelp review for you.
A bad one.
I'm not sure.
Here's the problem with Yelp and Tom Martino, or anything in Tom.
NAACP got involved and solved her problem.
Let me explain this to you.
Which is?
No one is going to ever go to Yelp and say, I love this show and we did well. They're only going to go when they have a problem. That's it. Period. That's it.
Oh my God, Tom, you should hear this message.
That
I can't
voicemail's
afford
crazy.
it.
It's like 5 minutes long. But
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like the dude that you had to call about Genesis this morning.
You do have a Yelp. Look at that. You only have 2.8 stars.
Oh, I'm surprised I have that many.
26 reviews.
I'm surprised. No one, you know what? We got to start reminding people when we help them to put a good one up.
Yep, there she is, Anita. Called the Tom Martino show. 1 star from yesterday.
You know,
I
and
wonder
she's
why.
judging me by Deputy Doc, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, as soon as Wells Fargo Bank at Arapahoe Crossings, I knew I needed to call the show. And the NAACP got involved. Problem solved. The bank is going to have their VP call me tomorrow. A deputy, Ken, called me when I was in the middle of a lecture. I told him that I was thankful for the show and that my problem gotten taken care of. He kept asking me detailed information, and I was trying to deal with my university Zoom call. He called me an idiot and hung up.
All true. But she never told me she was in the middle of a lecture. She was talking to me and texting me.
Please speak to your deputy, and I believe I told him that I have 10 family members at home from Florida. I was busy. 10 seconds, guys.
Sounded so good.
630 KHAL, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We're out of time. We got another couple of hours to go. Fix it 24/7 in the house. Call them for the extreme clean. FixMyHome.com. Click book now. All right.
Sorry, I could have made that much smoother. Sorry.
Shut up.
No, that was my fault.
My fault. My fault.
I'm a very compassionate person. And the
All
last
right,
thing I needed
YouTube
from Ken
morons.
was to be called an idiot.
I want everyone to know that Hammy's property in Florida is just doing great. He did not get hit. Hammy is a good guy.
But still, she says, thank you for your show. It made all the
Oh, no, it
difference
was
to me,
bad
and I
when it
am
hit.
grateful.
3 million people are without power, and
Ooh, Linda from Denver. This, in my opinion, an experience with Tom Martino. Really believed that Tom would help me when I called into his show. To my surprise, he didn't even take time to read my email or listen.
That's always going to, like I told you, that's going to happen, man. It's going to happen.
Shut up and show some compassion and understanding. He let me discuss very little and needlessly insulted me in front of his audience. He was a pompous, disastrous disappointment. Denver can do better than this. These are great. I love these. Click never listening to Tom again. Enjoy learning things about customer issues. If he could leave the politics out of the show.
All right, fine. Can you just keep those to yourself right now? Thank you. I don't need the blood pressure.
There's more.
No, thank
I can read
you. No,
I'm happy to read more.
No, thank you.
Yelp.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Gee. God.
Yeah.
I gotta go get some coffee. Hannah, what's wrong with you? You don't drink coffee. You don't have vices.
Oh, see, here's a 5-star one. That's a good one.
By the way.
Thanks for calling the Troubleshooter Show. Please hold a moment. Let's see what this 5-star one says. These guys were quick to help me with an issue with Pueblo Toyota refunding money on an extended warranty I canceled. The negative reviews based on politics rather than service provided are ridiculous. Does this the team help people in a bind? Yes, as best as possible. See, there's a 5-star.
Wait, I got 4 minutes. I can go get some more water. Oh my god. I still can't believe he's got the Yelp.
There's another 5-star. They should clone Mr. Martino and crew. See? Here's another good one. I recently went to New York and got dramatically overcharged for a room that had a reservation for. I called the show and explained my plight. What I got was a badly needed reality check. When you have the problem like this, you want to make sure you are not being unreasonable or nutty. Ultimately, Tom recommended put the charge in contest, which I had done. No word yet, but it was really helpful. Going here.
So what are you going to do with the beanies?
No, they're supposed to go to the girls at the Circle K.
the Diet Coke.
All right. Who are you co-hosting with on Merit? Are they getting?
See, here's another 5-star from Michael. Words are not enough to express my gratitude to Daphne. Daphne is exceptional.
Aww. Good for Daphne.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, the app's doing amazing. The one before me.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's from 2020, so yeah, it's an old one. Big Lou, he's got problems too. 10 seconds, guys.
Keyword on our website, WIN. That's WIN. Enter it now at khow.com. Inflation salvation on 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. So we got a studio full. Welcome to the show. We are here to help you. And we have Deputy Doc back at the mothership. And Mark is off to tackle the logistics for his trip tomorrow to the Gaylord, where the Trump rally will be. Mark and Suze will be there, and they should be streaming live to us here. And then probably, if the timing is not totally right, he's going to stream probably separately on this channel as well. So be ready for that. I think it's going to be very cool. And I'm just shocked, truly, that Trump is doing a rally here, because there's almost no prayer that this state will ever vote. I mean, really, in fact, if many people vote for him, it still won't turn the tide. You know how it works. The winner takes all. We don't have a proportional ballot here. So that's weird that he's even bothering. It's a lot of time, energy, and money. So I don't understand the reasoning. But anyway, welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. And I want to talk about, I got Fix It with me here, Fix It 24/7, and they're giving $1,000 off replacements because someone called in and said, I might need a replacement. Will they give me a break? She says, yeah, in fact, we'll do $1,000 off a complete system replacement, and we'll match any system, apples for apples. If you can find something cheaper, we'll match it. And that is through the end of October. They always do their apples to apples, though, always. So they'll never be undersold on the same equipment, same stuff. And then they're doing the Extreme Clean for $39, fixmyhome.com, and then hit book now. So Deputy Dimitri's also in the shot here for those streaming, and I asked you to do a couple things. First, the Family Leave Act, or it's not exactly the family. I think it's the Colorado. The Family Leave Act is federal. This is Colorado Family Leave Act.
Yeah, it's actually called Colorado Family and Medical Leave Insurance Program, abbreviated as FAMLI. And I'm on the State of Colorado website, and it looks like every Colorado employer has obligations under this act.
Even 1 or 2 employees?
That's what it looks like. It says every Colorado employer is required to notify their employees of the Family Act.
And so if someone, because the reason this came up, someone had an aunt in a nursing home that was being sent home because her Medicare won't pay for it, and she needs help, and they're waiting for Medicaid to go through. And until that happens, I'm wondering if aunts qualify as family. I don't know. Is it immediate family? So in other words, somebody texted me, and I appreciate the texter. You guys should leave your names when you text. Anyway, the Colorado Family Leave Act, he says we'll pay this guy to sit home and take care of her. And it's paid, so he's not giving up any work.
Yeah, it says here that care for a family member's serious health conditions, but it doesn't say how far your family members actually extend.
Yeah, that's not. You can't find that on the site.
Not yet. I mean, it's a pretty big site that the state of Colorado runs. So
okay, so see if we can find that.
Yeah.
Now, we also had some calls. By the way, you can give us a call at any time, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255, or 303-MARTINO. You can call that at any time and get through. And if you leave a message, we will get back to you, 303-627-8466. So we were talking about this condo development that really, I mean, I swear to you, Club Valencia, there are so many people screwed there. Club Valencia had about 164 units out of their 329 inaccessible due to fires, asbestos, and contamination. And the insurance company refused to pay. The HOA is suing the insurance company. They got an attorney involved and a public adjuster involved, I was told, but it's a mess. Now, these people have mortgages on these condos and everything, and they can't get to them, and they can't use them, they can't sell them, they can't rent them. They're inaccessible. And I asked you to look into it because we've been getting so many complaints about this. What have you found out?
Well, Tom, I started by calling the attorneys for the association, and they declined to comment on it. So yesterday, I used my Pacer account to access this case at
the lawsuit, right?
At the lawsuit itself. And what I found was pretty interesting. It was actually initiated in April 23rd by their insurance company.
Wait. The insurance company sued
the association. Yeah.
Why?
Well, the title of the complaint is Plaintiff's Complaint for Declaratory Judgment, in which they cite 2 reasons that they should be relieved of the responsibility of paying for the fire damages. And
so they were looking for a declaratory judgment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this developed into a giant case. I saw.
So why
Pacer,
do they feel like they should not be responsible for paying for the damages?
Well, according to their initial complaint, it's pretty simple. They cite 2 reasons. One is neither. So as you know, there were 2 separate fires a few months apart.
That's right.
And neither of the units where the fires originated, the insurance company alleges that neither of them had hardwired smoke detectors, which apparently is a requirement under this insurance policy. And then there's a second reason they deny their claim for one of the fires, which is the unit where the fire originated. The representatives of that unit owner limited the insurance company's fire investigators' presence to only 20 minutes and then ordered them out. So the insurance company claims that they were unable to conduct a proper investigation,
right,
and therefore the insured violated their duty to cooperate in post-loss inspections and assessments.
Wow.
So those are the 2 reasons.
And why is it taking so long?
Oh, you should see this case. There have been over 130
back and forth motions.
Oh, everything. Answers, motions. There have been over 130 filings in the case so far, as recently as a couple of weeks ago. And some of these filings have attachments that are 100 or more pages. So, one of the questions was, where are these people's HOA's dues going? Well, this looks like an extremely expensive federal case.
Okay, so as far as the individual homeowners, are there individual, I don't know if you can find this out, but I asked a few of them, and a few of them said no. They're individual fire policies, okay? Or not fire, but insurance policies. When you own a condo, you have limited insurance, but you do have insurance. You have insurance for liability, obviously, if you cause damages. You also have liability for your personal property and for temporary living expenses, right? Do you know if their personal insurance policies are covering the people who live there? Do you know?
No, I didn't research that question.
That's one thing I'd like to know if you live there. And I know that the one I called said no, she wasn't getting any coverage. The one of the ones who called in here said she wasn't getting any coverage. And I'd like to know if anybody associated with Club Valencia is getting paid. Now, Vanessa has a call. I'm going to take it right after this. I'm Tom Martino. By the way, yesterday I promoted something that I did not finish, and I got a few texts about it. I said I was going to talk about my time in Florida and it wasn't Hurricane Daniel at the time. I said it wrong. It was Hurricane David that I covered. Hurricane David. It was a massive, massive hurricane. And how I ended up in jail. All of that coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
You know, the big wireless companies want you to overpay for data that you don't need, but you don't have to settle for that with Pure Talk. Well, you get to choose how much data that you actually want. And for $25 a month, you'll get unlimited talk, unlimited text. You're going to get mobile hotspot, 5 gigs of data. Go with Pure Talk, and you get to choose how much data you actually want. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now, and if you do it now, you'll save an additional 50% off your first month from Pure Talk.
Lazy Days RV, a national company with locations in several markets and several cities. So when you travel in your RV, you have support, whether it's for service or sales, you want to trade, you want to buy. LazyDays.com, the RV authority, everything RV, from Class A motorhomes to pop-up camper trailers. You got it covered at LazyDays.com. Great pricing as well because of their volume. And you will love the way they do business at LazyDays.com. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, will do for you a complete market analysis of your home. And what he will tell you is what it will sell for. Now, how does he know? Based on his 30 years of experience selling all kinds of properties, he will tell you about your neighborhood, the house, the comps, the interest rates, the loans, the supply and demand, the inventory, and what that house will sell for, what you will net, even what you can buy. Frank Duran, the real estate man. Get this analysis free of charge with no obligation, and he means it. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. EuroplumbingColorado.net can do complete repiping of your home. If you need to get your house repiped, they use PEX. I call that the forever plumbing. It's freeze resistant. They do everything turnkey, including the drywall repairs, and they're more inexpensive than anyone in the business. If you need repiping, EuroplumbingColorado.net, 303-668-6844. Okay, I'm going to go to YouTube and see if I can. They said that, somebody on YouTube said that the Family Act, Colorado Act, doesn't take effect till 2025. Did you?
No, it took effect 2024.
That's
they
what I thought.
started billing us on 2023.
Yeah, I don't even know what they thought, why they're saying
Not
that.
billing us. They started taking it out of our check on 2023.
And it looks like, well, according to Google, aunts and uncles are considered.
Oh, really?
They're
cool.
They're included if they are considered close family members.
It's what, 0.5% from us and then 0.5% from the employer?
Hurricane David was 79.
I even think you have to qualify too. So if the money's gone by January, you're screwed. I think.
Hurricane David was pretty damn big. You know, people are doing these like robotic drones that go into the hurricane and sit there and survive it, so they can look at all that shit.
It's amazing they can survive it.
Or have you seen the NOAA plane, the actual plane that goes through it?
Yeah.
That just blows my mind.
I know. They're crazy sons of bitches, man.
Yes.
That's crazy shit.
10 seconds, guys.
Trajan Wealth, K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Vanessa, what's going on? What's happening with your mobile home? Hello, Vanessa.
So I am having a lot of issues with my my landlord and the property manager specifically.
Okay, is this a mobile home?
Yes.
And so you're renting the mobile home?
No, I own it.
Okay, got it.
I'm renting the lot space.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
So I purchased it with, I'm originally from Massachusetts, and I moved to Colorado with the man that I was dating for 7 years in March of 2019. So we purchased the mobile home for $5,000. We each paid $2,500 cash.
And this was what year did you buy it?
August of 2020.
Okay, that's actually when you bought it. Okay, so what happened?
Yep. So then I wasn't on his lease. He ended up getting a lease with the park, and then in April of 2021, we got a domestic violence. There was a situation where he unlawfully discharged a firearm in the house, and so he defaulted his lease and terminated it because, you know, by law, you're not allowed to do that.
So hold on. Did they want to kick both of you out or just him?
Well, so it was just him. So I contacted the property manager. I paid her $350. Even though he defaulted his lease, I still had to pay her $350 to remove his name from the lease and add mine to it.
That's right. I understand that.
Okay.
Now, what
so
did you
that's
do
what
about?
she did.
I want to ask a side question here, just for
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do about the ownership? Were you both on the title?
Correct. Yep. We just left it as that.
Okay, keep going.
Yep. So a month later, without my knowledge, without my permission, she made up a whole new lease and added him back to the lease. And she increased my rent, and she never sent me a copy of this lease. So
But the lease, did you sign it?
I signed my lease that said that we were going to remove him and add me.
Okay. And on
But I
that
had
lease,
no knowledge.
okay,
The lease, not the home.
right,
The lease for the lot.
right.
Yes.
So
No.
you signed. Okay, okay, I get it. But when you signed this new lease, did it have anything about price escalations in it?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. What
I'm
I
happy
mean
to
is,
send a copy of it.
okay, you will in a second. So tell me what the problem is then. You signed a new lease for the lot, right? Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So what happened then?
So then she made up a whole new lease, adding Ryan back to it.
When did she do
And
that?
then
You signed a new one. You signed a new one in 2021. When did
May.
she? When
Yeah.
did she just arbitrarily made a new one?
Yes, in June of 2021. I
Did
signed
you-
it in May of
Yeah,
2021.
yeah. Wait. Did she like throw out the one you signed?
I have no idea what she did with the one that I signed, but the one that she used to evict me was Ryan's lease, not even my lease. And
But
his
do you have a
evicted.
copy of the one that you signed?
Yeah. I gave it to the court.
Okay, but you do have, so you do have proof that you were the leaseholder. And how did she evict you on she made a brand new lease. Did he sign it?
No.
Did you sign it?
He couldn't sign it. No, she's the only person who signed it.
Well, then she can't enforce that lease. Did she kick you out?
Yeah. Well, she kicked me out, and I'm the domestic violence victim. She
No.
evicted me with the $6,000 that he racked up before I was even on the lease, and I had to pay that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, Vanessa, listen. When you said he did the domestic violence and he left, at the time he left, was there rent owed on the lot?
Yes, there was almost $6,000
Okay.
owed.
That's what's happening. Did she ever tell you when you signed that lease that you had to make up?
Nope.
It's
Nope,
not
I have
in
all the emails.
It's not in your new lease that you have to make up that deficit. She was going to kiss it goodbye?
Well, she hid that from me. So the day that I signed
No,
the
wait.
lease,
What does
she
that mean?
added
What did she hide from you?
the $6,000 debt.
And then the day you signed it, you were saying something else. Go ahead.
Yep. So the day that I signed the lease, she added to the invoice a $217 late fee for the rent, but she never told me that I owed rent or that rent was owed on the lot. So then she went and evicted me.
Did she evict you because of the $6,000 that had racked up?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, but see, this is what I don't understand. You were never on that lease for the $6,000.
Exactly.
And the new lease, hold on, I'm taking you at your word. The new lease never ever added that $6,000 to your new lease.
Correct.
There's nothing on that new lease at all that says you owe $6,000.
Absolutely.
Is he still on the title of the home?
Nothing. Yes, I am.
Is he still on it?
Yes, he is.
Okay, can the argument then be made that he's still on the home, that he can be added to that lease there, Tom?
Not automatically, but it can be argued.
No,
It can be argued.
Contact order.
It can be argued that there is $6,000 owed. Whether or not they can go after her I think they can probably, did they attempt to do any kind of a lien on your trailer?
I believe so.
See, I
so
do think
on
they
the
can take,
title-
I do think they can take that mobile home, his half.
Vanessa,
Well,
one
on the
thing,
title-
you skipped over the fact that the lease was in court. What's going on with where and how is it?
Yeah,
in
you're being
court?
sued. You're being sued for eviction. Is that right?
Right, but so that all happened in in 2021.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why are we? Wait, hold on a sec. Did you actually move out? Yes or no?
Well, I was locked out April 17th of this year.
Wait a minute.
I have gone through this.
Hold on, Vanessa. You're skipping. Wait, you're skipping way too much. Please help me out. In April of 2021, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
In April of 2021, he defaulted on the lot lease and moved out due to domestic violence. You signed a new lot lease in April of 2021, right?
In May.
In May.
In May of 2021.
Okay. Now hold on. Then she did what in June?
She made a new lease, adding him back to it as a tenant, but there was
Hold on. No. When
place.
did she evict you? In what month?
In August
In August, she evicted you.
of 2021.
Okay, were you paying? Let me ask you this. You signed the new lease in May. Did you pay for May, June, July?
I received help from neighbor to neighbor. They paid from December of 2020 to November of 2021.
So you were not behind at the time she started the eviction. You were not behind.
So Ryan technically was behind.
I understand from his old lease, but you, from the time, I just need a straight answer. From the time you took over the lease, you never defaulted 1 month on that lease, not one.
So I contacted her in August and I said, I'm a little concerned. I haven't received an invoice or a statement for the rent since I've signed my lease in May. Can you help me out?
Wait a minute. Hold on. No. We don't go from May to August. Here's what I need to know. What date did you sign it in May?
May 17th.
Did you, when was lot rent due after you made it in May 17th?
I never received a lot.
Okay,
rent, is
so
what I'm saying.
listen, I'm sorry, but you have to answer me whether you like the answer or not. So in May, you did not pay rent. Did you pay lot rent for June?
No, because I didn't receive a.
Did you pay lot rent for July?
No, because I didn't receive.
And you did not pay lot rent for August. So at the time you were evicted, you personally were behind 4 months of lot rent.
No. I'm sorry. So I signed the lease in May of 21, and I did not. She never sent me a statement for the lot rent.
I get it. I don't care about it. You still owe it whether she sends you a statement or not. Vanessa, I'm really trying to help you. So I just need to know, was lot rent paid after you signed your lease?
Technically,
yes, did you, Vanessa, I'm sorry, Vanessa, I'm not asking about an invoice. I'm not asking about communication. I am not asking about anything except transfer of funds. At any time after you took responsibility and signed a lease, did you ever pay lot rent after that?
yes.
When?
In in September of 2021.
Okay, now hold on. In September was the first time you paid rent after signing the lease in May.
Correct.
Okay, now, Did you make up, when you made that payment, all the previous months that were missing?
Correct.
You did. So okay.
Paid in advance.
Good. So in September of 2021, you paid for May, June, July, August, and September.
I paid for December, January, February, March, April, May, June,
No.
July, August, September, October, November
Of what?
of 2020 and 2021.
You paid almost a year and a half rent at once.
Yes, neighbor to neighbor paid
Okay.
my rent for me.
Okay.
Late
You
fees
but
that
you
were-
didn't tell me but you didn't even owe the rent before you signed the lease.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I
but you
didn't.
paid it anyway.
I didn't know what to do.
I get it.
scared.
I
thought was
look
gonna
at
lose it.
I understand. I am not asking for reasoning or excuse. I swear I'm not. I just need to know you have proof that in September of 2021 you paid every single dime of rent owed except that $6,000.
Yes.
Plus almost a full year.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. No. Every single dime owed, including that $6,000.
Wait a minute.
Okay, we got to take a break.
You paid every dime, including the $6,000, in September of 2021. Now, here's what I need to know. I just want answers. After you paid that, did she remove the eviction?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take a break and come right back. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up. Tell her to hang on. Oh, my God, is
this?
I don't.
Pulling teeth.
I know. Honest to God, I don't understand what's going on.
Caplis in the afternoon.
I'm still unclear as to she really paid for a year in advance?
No, I don't think
Now,
she did.
Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Well, we're doing pretty good on the drive now that they got that wreck cleared eastbound 270 at Vasquez. Both lanes of the highway are reopened, and we're starting to move a lot better. It's going to take a minute for things to unwind and work itself back to I-25. That's where the tail end of the backups start back there. But we are catching some pretty good slowing. Both directions are 270, but we're moving. There is a crash southbound I-25 at 20th Street. About 3 cars involved. They're in the gore point of where the HOV lane dumps in with the main line in there, so it's out of traffic, but it is slowing the drive. Denver weather today, partly cloudy skies, high up to 84. We're at 81 degrees right now. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Vestera Turnkey is an investment strategy for real estate. You can become a landlord without the hassle, without the normal risk, without the phone calls through Vestera Turnkey. Now, esteemed broker Barry Miller, who I know and love and trust implicitly, he can show you how to do it through Vestera Turnkey. He has researched the hottest markets in the country, and he has come up with a system that is unbelievable. Now, it's all managed. He tells you when to buy, when to sell. He has doubled people's money in as little as 2 years. Find out more. He's going to do a webinar. Sign up for it. It's on the 26th. MyBiggestReturn.com. Sign up. MyBiggestReturn.com. All right, so if us...
So here's the really scary thing with this call. So we're only up to 2021, September 21. We still got 3 years to go.
Oh, she basically thinks that she's $8,000 ahead on her rent and that they evicted her for no reason whatsoever.
if in fact what she is saying is correct, yeah, in September of 21, she paid through December of 22. She is ahead.
Then why was she evicted?
But we're still, even at that point, we're still 2 years behind.
But why were you evicted then? What was the exact reason? She couldn't answer me.
I'm still thinking there's got to be some kind of correlation.
Oh, there's definitely another
Homeboy's
story.
still on the house, and they don't want him there. That's the only thing that comes to my mind.
I got nothing. I mean, the hell do I know? I'm so miserable right now. I'm really trying not to be, but it's just like this stupid thing is not helping.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is. It's helping not in the way that you wish it would. You wish it would not be painful, but it is helping, which is causing the pain, which will eventually cause no pain.
Yes.
Positive thoughts there, Kels. Positive. Gotta be positive. I know it's difficult for you.
I was actually
positive.
referring to the answer to the question on your shirt.
Oh. It does make me look bald? Okay. Thank you. I needed that clarification.
I just don't understand why. I mean, what do I have to freaking do? It's like take an entire bottle of acetaminophen? Seriously need a nap.
Ten seconds, guys.
957,000. AmericanFinancing.net for details about credit costs and terms.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino. Listen, folks, I'm going to summarize this here, and this is really important. And Alan, please don't go away. We're going to help you. Vanessa, I want to recap this because we are all confused, but I think I simplified it. You bought a mobile home in August of 2020 for $5,000 with your boyfriend. You each put $2,500 down. In April of 2021, he defaulted on the lot lease and had to leave due to domestic violence. Then you signed a new lease with your name only on it, May 17th, 2021. You were confused and didn't pay rent. In August, the mobile home park started an eviction. In September of 2021, you're saying with the help of a charity, you made all of the back rent, including $6,000 owed by your boyfriend, and the eviction was stopped. Is that correct so far?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, now, just one other detail. In September of 2021, when you paid all of the back rent, including the $6,000 for your boyfriend, Dragon also heard you say you also paid for the following year in advance. Is that true?
No. I paid for I paid until November
of
2021.
Okay. Then
I appreciate the clarification.
Got
Thank
it. Now, So then what happened in December of 2021?
So in December of 2021, I did fall behind on rent, and that occurred until August of 2022.
Okay, hold on. Now I want to make sure I heard you. So Vanessa, December 2021, all the way through to August of 2022, you never paid rent.
That's correct.
Okay, so then what? Now we're in August of 2022. Keep going.
So then I went through another eviction where I received...
Well, of course you did. Why did she wait so long from December 2021 to August of 2022? Why did she wait so long?
I'm not positive if there was an eviction moratorium at the time because of COVID.
Oh, I forgot all about it. Okay, so what happened then? When was another eviction started?
In August of 2022.
Okay, what happened then?
So then I received assistance through neighbor to neighbor.
Again?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and what did they pay then?
They paid from December of 21 to August of 22.
Okay, well, in other words, they paid the back rent.
Exactly.
Okay, and then, so then what did you do then for September of 2022?
So, so then if you fast forward to then, I fell behind again because I lost my job at that point.
Okay. Okay. Now hold on. So hold on. So in September of 2022, after getting all of this paid for you, you still didn't pay rent. Okay. And what happened? Okay. So now I want to keep going. September of 2022, you didn't pay. Did you pay for October or November or December of 2022?
No, I didn't.
Okay. How long did you go that time without paying rent?
Until February of 23.
Okay. So then what happened?
So then I received assistance one more time.
Oh my God. You are so far ahead of the game with free money. So what happened then?
I'm very fortunate, yes, to receive the assistance. But
Oh, no, I know. So hold on. And what did that assistance pay? All the back rent?
They paid a lot more than that. They paid attorney fees, they paid back rent, they paid late fees, they paid maintenance fees.
I get it, but till what month?
That was until May of 23.
To pay rent.
So
Okay, hold on. Through May of 2023. Okay, then now we're in June of 2023. Did you pay rent again?
I did.
So you actually then in June started paying your own rent.
Correct.
Okay, keep going. What happened then?
So then I paid in June. I paid in July. I paid for August. I paid for September. And then she brought me to court.
Why?
And
if you were
then-
paying rent, why did she take you to court?
Well, because she was saying that I wasn't paying rent.
Wait a minute. How were you paying rent?
I have. I get money orders from Safeway, and then I drop them off, and I write a little letter.
So what?
and I
Okay.
put the
So
invoice-
when did she start eviction again?
I went to court November 18th for the eviction.
November of 2023?
That's correct.
And when you were taken to court, did you have proof that you paid up till November of 2023?
I did, yes.
And were you evicted?
No, I was not. The judge dismissed the case.
Okay. So now we're in November of 2023. You were paid through November of 2023. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And it's break time.
This is crazy. I don't know where this is going. Hold on. I'll come back to you right after this.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Well, we're doing pretty good on the drive now that they got that wreck cleared eastbound 270 at Vasquez. Both lanes of the highway are reopened, and we're starting to move a lot better. It's going to take a minute for things to unwind and work itself back to I-25. That's where the tail end of the backup start back there. But we are catching some pretty good slowing both directions of 270, but we're moving. There is a crash southbound I-25 at 20th Street. They're in the Gore point of where the HOV lane dumps in with the main line in there, so it's out of traffic, but it is slowing the drive. Denver weather today, partly cloudy skies, high up to 84. We're at 81 degrees right now. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
All right. Sheridan Auto Tech is the place to call if you need good auto service, honest auto service, valuable auto service. Here's the thing. They do everything, light and heavy maintenance and repairs and electrical repairs. SheridanAutotech.com. Now, listen, here's the deal. They also do pre-buy inspections on used cars. You get it done before you buy a car to avoid problems. And there are people you can trust. On Colfax, west of Wadsworth, well worth the drive from anywhere for their honesty and integrity and value. 303-455-7242, SheridanAutotech.com. Hey, I want you to note how Keelan Park does business for estate planning. They do it by phone or Zoom, or you can do it in person if you want. They're located up north, but they serve the entire state. Keelan Park will go over your entire estate, what you own, what you're invested in, everything you need to do an estate plan. And then they come up, that's all free of charge. They come up with a plan free of charge. And then all of their plans have a flat rate price, and you decide how much or how little you want to do. LawKP.com. The people that I know and trust, you will love the way they do business. LawKP.com. All free evaluation and then flat rate pricing. 970-818-8198. All right, coming up later this month, in fact, I believe it's the 24th. I'm going to look it up for sure. You can really benefit from this movie event. And the movie event is October 24th at the 20 Mile AMC Theater in Parker. And it's about retirement and facing retirement and the financial challenges of retirement and how to overcome those challenges. Now, listen, this is not a sales event, but an informational event sponsored by MyMoneyMyWay.com. Go there to get your tickets free, but you got to have a seat. MyMoneyMyWay.com. It'll be a fun night with refreshments. Watch the movie. 303-779-6600. 303-779-6600.
Hey, Tom?
Yeah.
Kelly brought up a good question just a bit ago off air. Is she still with the boyfriend?
I have no fucking idea. This is all
'cause,
crazy.
Again, if the park does not want him there because of the domestic violence, he's still on the home. So, again, I'm grasping at straws, and maybe I don't know as much as you do here, but if he's still on the home, they can kick out the home.
That he's still on the house.
Yeah, if his name's still on it and he broke the rules, they can evict the home. I don't know, but this girl's very lucky getting all the
Oh my God,
the
she's money
charity
ahead.
she's gotten.
She is so money ahead. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
She got her money back for the house for what she lived in. I mean, this woman has lived off she's lived off the land.
Charity of others.
Yeah.
Friends and family and whomever.
It's incredible, the story. I don't know when it ends and what she's calling about.
I don't know either. Try talking to her.
No, but I'm getting at least the story out.
I couldn't even get a straight answer on what she wanted to talk to you about.
That's what we're going to get to.
In 20 minutes.
No, I mean, we got to get this story out, man. This is, I don't have.
It's insane.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
I mean, this is worse than the Anastasia and Anastasia from yesterday. The two people who are fighting. Why is it always the BSC women?
And again, I'm sure it's an irrelevant detail, but what the hell does she do for work? That you've gotten a year and a half or more of free rent.
I just realized I sent my son for fall break with friends, and he says I didn't buy a return ticket.
Whoops.
I mean, I refuse to believe that. I got to look at I know I bought. I would never do that.
What kind of message are you sending your kid there, Tom?
No,
I don't want you back.
No, he said on his itinerary there is no return trip. I mean, I got to look at it here. I know damn well.
10 seconds.
The work week starting at 2 here on 630 K-House.
Son of a bitch. Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Man, I don't know what's going on with this story, but I got to get through it. Vanessa, I'm not going to go over the whole thing again, but basically on and off with evictions, getting charity, helping pay rent, it all came up to November of 2023. It was dismissed once again. Then what happened? From November of 2023, what happened then?
So then the attorney went right back to court and brought me back to court.
For what?
To evict me.
But you were paying rent. You had proof that you paid rent. When did he take you back to court?
February 28th of 2024.
Did you pay November? Did you pay December, January, February?
No, because my rent was already paid.
It was already paid by this charity in advance?
Yes.
How far into 2023 did they pay?
Well, because of embezzlement that was happening through the property manager.
Vanessa. I just need to know, how far in advance did this charity pay your rent?
My rent is overpaid by almost $8,000.
Well, oh my God, how much money have you received? It sounds like you've received nearly $100,000 from these people. Hang on a second.
Man, I am happy to tell you.
Yeah, now she's switching over to numbers. No. Tell me months. We've been going on months this entire time. Tell me months. Don't give me $8,000. Your rent could be $8,000 a month. I don't know.
Oh my God. It is.
Your number lady is not helping us.
This is hold on.
Where's my Howard Dean scream? I really like that one.
Oh my God, yes.
That's what this lady's making me do.
No, it can get bigger. How old is he?
He's probably working a remote right now.
Yeah.
Where?
He's got a girlfriend for you.
Oh, fuck, was the water kept running? Yeah, I turned it off. But is the floor all wet? I got to take...
I wiped it off. Shannon Scott.
How bad was it?
Is on the air right now.
I forgot to turn that fucking... I was filling up her thing. Did you put the cap back on it and plug it in?
Oh, do I have one for you, babe? We got trailer park.
Yep.
Mobile home.
Embezzlement. Domestic abuse.
Assessment. I am telling you, this is the next Mrs. Shannon Scott. I'm telling you. Okay, I'll try to get her number. All right, bye. Oh, wow. Didn't know that. You're so dry. Hi, Richard. We're going to get to you as soon as possible, okay? Just be patient with me. Uh-huh.
Full call shit never ends.
Wow.
I have to just laugh at this point. We're now pot committed.
Right, exactly.
So
I'm
it's-
invested. I gotta
mean,
go all the way now.
You can't not
Can't
listen.
stop now. Just waiting for her to turn the river.
Oh my god.
And it could be a while.
I don't even know if that's.
Hey, at least we're into 2024. We're in this year.
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
God. I'm just like. I don't know. Chick may actually be too foobar for Shannon. Why did I just order Jimmy John's? I didn't need to do that. I just remembered I brought a salad. These damn drugs, man, are like
Salad's
clouding
not real
me.
food. Salad's not real food.
No, I'll eat the salad tonight.
Ten seconds, guys.
Keyword on our website. Bank. That's bank. Enter it now at khow.com. Inflation salvation on 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, man, we have a story going on. And listen, I want to help this young lady, but I want to go back to a couple people. And Kachina, please ask Vanessa for if she would please help. Stand by. I want to help a couple people real quick, okay? And then go back to her. Alan, you have a question about purchasing a car out of state. I also want to tell you, Fix It 24/7's in the house, fixmyhome.com. Go to book now, and please take advantage of that $39 special. If you've not had the deep extreme clean done by them, it'll add longevity and efficiency to your furnace, and we'll go back to her in a minute.
The winter.
Before, of course.
Before the winter.
Yeah.
Now's the time to do
Well,
it.
in fact, you can't do it through the winter. You're too busy. But okay, Alan, you have a question about buying a car out of state, right?
Yeah. Hi, Tom. Thank you. I was hoping to talk to Mark, but just kidding.
No, okay, you can though at any time. But anyway, go ahead. I purchased more cars out of state than he has. He's purchased more cars in state. I've purchased 3 out of state, 4 out of state.
Well, this is my friend's sister lives in Maine, and she's got terrible credit, and he wants to get her a car, either lease or whatnot. So wanted advice or something about that.
Well, do you want to buy his car?
Yeah, no, his sister has bad credit.
You want to buy her car?
Buy a car for her.
Oh, wait a minute. You want to buy a car for this woman who lives out of state?
Yeah.
Okay.
But my friend's sister he wants to buy it for her.
Okay.
Or lease or something to get her some used car. And
okay, hold on, Alan. I'm still confused, Alan. Do you want to buy the car? Does he want to buy the car? Who wants to buy the car?
He does.
And does he live in Colorado?
Correct, yes.
And he wants to buy a car for her where?
Maine.
Okay. And she has bad credit. Is she also irresponsible?
No, but yeah, she should probably go bankruptcy in general.
But the reason I'm asking this is because I want to know if you can trust her to find a car. I don't think you can.
Yeah, she probably has a limited capability to go out and search for a car.
Okay. I think the best way to do it, if I was going to do that, if I was going to personally do it, is to go out there in person and do it, or to buy the car here and have it shipped. I would never buy a car remote controlled ever.
Okay.
So if he wants to fly out there, it's not expensive. Make a round trip, buy a car. If not, then he buys it here and has it shipped. To buy a car sight unseen with an irresponsible sister, it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. So so if she gets the car, she would be able to go on, get insurance and whatnot to drive it.
Well, does she have the money to get insurance and all that to drive it?
Yes, she had a used car before, and it just pooped out on her.
Okay. And will he buy it outright, or does he need to finance it?
We were thinking about they were thinking about co-signing something for it.
Well, the worst thing you can ever do. There's no reason for cosign. Does he need a cosigner to buy it? No, she's the one that needs it. And it's not cosigning, it's signing. So when you put her on it, you complicate things. The reason you complicate things is because if she gets into trouble and payments aren't made, he never gets to take the car back. He has to argue with her. I'm telling you, this whole thing, I promise you, is a recipe for disaster. The only way to buy a car for someone else is to buy it for him. You either buy it outright and give it to him, or you never finance a car with anyone else ever. Ever, ever, ever. Never.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
and especially, and you never share a title with anyone ever. You either finance it and be on the title, or they finance it and they're on the title. Give her the down payment or whatever, but don't ever co-sign with anyone. You called me for advice, and I promise you, I'm giving you the sanest advice in the world. Does he have how much is he going to spend on this car? Do you know?
Well, something reliable.
Let me ask you this. Is she going to make the payments? Is that the plan? He was going to help her, but she was going to make the payments?
Correct.
Does she have a job?
And then, yes, she's steady employed.
Good.
It's just, and so if he purchases the car, and would he end up giving that to her, or can the bankruptcy court take the car from her?
Not if it's his car. If she goes bankrupt and the car's worth more than $2,500, they can sell it. You get an allowance. I think it's $2,500. It might have gone up a bit, but you get an allowance for a car. If she's going to go bankrupt, he probably should buy the car.
Okay, and then how would she get use of it? Who would pay the insurance or whatnot?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. That's where it gets complicated again. What he could do, first of all, you said reliable. Okay? Used cars right now, there's nothing reliable. I know you're not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to tell you the truth. There is nothing reliable under 10 grand. Nothing. Okay? Now, people will tell you it's reliable, and you'll find cars under 10 grand, and you'll find cars with more than 100,000 miles and all of that, but you're just asking for trouble, especially because she won't have the money to get it fixed. It's just not a good idea. So I know you didn't call for this, and you're probably thinking, oh God, why did I call? Here's the deal, man. How much does he have in cash to help her? How much?
$100K.
Okay. Is he willing to buy a car cash and then put it in her name? And then, if he puts it in her name, she's going to lose it. Is she definitely going bankrupt?
I believe it's recommended. I don't know that she wants to. She should have before.
Well, whether she wants to or not doesn't matter if it's recommended. But here's the deal: if he can buy a car for her, she can make payments to him. That's probably the best way to do it. Then he can put it in her name. And then and then he can have a lien on it and repossess it if she doesn't pay it. But he should be the lender. That's really the way it should be done. Now that's the
Write
smart
up a contract.
the smartest. Well, he should buy the car and be the lender. He should buy the car. Then he drives the car out there or have it transported out there, or he goes out there and buys it. Then he writes a loan agreement with her along with a security agreement. And if he doesn't do it right, it's worthless. So he has to get somebody who knows what they're doing to write a security agreement and a loan agreement. And she starts making payments to him. And if she misses, he will have the right to repossess it. It's probably the easiest, cleanest way. Then, because it is financed and there's no equity, as long as it's legal, bankruptcy court won't take it. They will not take a financed car. They'll only take equity, $2,500 or more. So let's say he buys a car and he can find one for 10 grand or 15. He writes up a contract. She starts making him payments. If she goes bankrupt in the next year or two, there's not going to be enough equity in that car for them to take. That's the easiest way to do it. If you don't know how to do that and write up a security agreement and a promissory note, he needs to get an attorney to do it. It's not going to be that expensive. What he tells the attorney is, I want to sell this car to my sister on an installment. I want her to buy it. I want her to make me payments, and I want a security agreement so I can repossess it when the time is necessary. I know it sounds like trouble, but it's the only legal, sane way for her not to get it taken away from in bankruptcy court, and it's the only sane way he can get it back if she defaults. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. This whole damn
During
thing is getting away from
Cybersecurity
me.
Awareness Month, LifeLock
God
wants to give
almighty.
you helpful tips to protect your identity. Using multi-factor authentication can be a line of defense to help protect your personal information. But LifeLock offers comprehensive protection against identity theft. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use my name, Clay, as the promo code. Terms apply.
All right, Zero Res Denver uses purified, softened water to clean your carpet with no chemicals, no emulsifiers, no soaps. Your carpets not only look clean, they'll stay clean longer because there's no residue left behind. And here's the best thing, it gets all the residue out from previous cleanings. Your carpets look clean, feel clean, and are clean. Safe for kids, safe for pets. In fact, it helps your indoor air quality because everything passes over or through the carpets. Zero Res Denver, not only healthy, but really a better clean. Zero Resified, 303-471-5150. They're always having specials, you know, and I'm telling you, it's well worth it. Buy two, get two right now. Get 2 rooms clean, get 2 rooms free, 303-471-5150. But I'd get these people no matter what the price. You can't put a price on health and cleanliness and beautiful carpets, and your carpets last longer. ZeroResDenver.com. John Fuller is a personal injury attorney, and he puts the personal in that because he will talk to each and every client before they're onboarded. If you have any questions, he'll give you free legal advice, and he will not nickel and dime you. It's all free. If you decide to go with him, it's on a percentage fee basis when he wins for you. He'll talk to you before you hire him. No other attorney does that. Fuller Law, 303-597-4500. John Fuller. Look him up. Google him. John Fuller, personal injury attorney, 303-597-4500.
Like, why are you really calling? The real estate man.
Okay, so.
I think you gave that gentleman solid advice.
Oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world you can do.
You know, just on the most basic level, I remember my mom said this. If you give a loan, it's a gift. And if you get paid back,
I know.
it's a surprise. Like, That's how you have to look at it.
Yeah, I think that's what they use for the web broadcast, the YouTube stuff.
Oh, the one for the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark must have put it down.
He's a bit preoccupied.
Okay, just want to make sure it wasn't killing you.
So you guys will be streaming the
You're a good man, Doc.
the
Even though
Trump
you hate
event
Well,
on your channels?
well, Mark will be there,
Yeah.
so whatever he wants to do, he probably won't do the whole thing. But
You were talking about him coming to Colorado. There was just I saw on Twitter he's going to the Coachella area of California also. I think this is in overall.
all these Democrat places.
Yeah, because somebody was tweeting. She's
What?
a Trump supporter saying, I never thought I'd be able to go to one. I didn't think he would come here. So it has to be an overall strategy.
All right, man. We've had a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff going on here, but it had nothing to do with the.
I don't want to.
It's about this woman. We can't believe the shit she's in.
You're talking about Kelly, aren't you?
No, I just can't believe this woman. I mean, she really. I don't know where we're at, but I'm actually anxious to hear it. Actually, I'm actually interested in her story.
She's been given tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
for
That's
free.
right.
Hey, Girl Friday, if you can hear me, email me directly.
Yeah, she can hear you online. Girl Friday.
At hdavis@fixmyhome.com. I put it in the comments earlier, but hdavis, HDAVIS, at fixmyhome.com. And thank you.
Marty's car. It's funny that both of us thought that. Which one? He's got 5 or 6.
I know.
The Tesla.
I'm taking Richard next, and then I'll go back to her. Tell her that.
Oh, we need more Vanessa.
No, I want to. The poor guy's. I got to take that guy. And then tell her though, I will go back to her, and I do want to help her if I can.
Fix My Home in the comments.
I'll see if I can get her more money.
We respond to Girl Friday in the comments and say you can email hdavis@fixmyhome.
10 seconds, buddy.
Just ask it. If you could do that, would be great. Thanks.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
man.
TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, DenverRegen.com. They did my stem cell therapy for hair thickening. Look at it. It's actually.
It looks lovely.
No, I'm serious. It really is working.
I'm serious.
It's only been like a few months, and it's actually growing. But they also do pain therapy and everything. They're great people. DenverRegen.com. 3 treatments for one price at DenverRegen.com for hair. And then they do, of course, stem cell therapy. DenverRegen.com. Okay, so I want to talk to somebody who needs some help, and then I'm going back to that woman. I really do want to help Vanessa. I'm not kidding.
People want to know what's going on.
Yeah. No, really. I'm dying to hear the story, and I'm not going to take anyone else after Richard. I'll take Vanessa. Well, I mean, I'll take other people, but I'll take Vanessa next. Richard, you have a question on spinal surgery. That's why I wanted to take you. It's near and dear to my heart. Having been in pain for many years and now no pain, zero pain. Go ahead, Richard.
Yes, Tom. I saw your YouTube video, or not your YouTube video, but a YouTube video that you had spine surgery using the TOPS Premier Spine.
Yeah, Premier Spine TOPS. And, it's a spinal implant. Yes.
Yes, and long story short, I had a MRI in January of 2023, and they recommended the neurosurgeon recommended a fusion. A traditional fusion.
Yeah.
And I've been kind of very leery of it because I know that my problem is between L4 and L5.
That's okay. Let me explain. Let me just cut this short real quick here, Richard. Fusion is 85% unsuccessful, and the other 15% people still have pain. I just look at. I don't care what they say. Fusion is barbaric. Okay. And I'd rather do stem cell therapy or physical therapy of some kind. I wouldn't do fusion no matter what. That's why I was in pain. I would not do fusion, period. Now, there are some decompression surgeries that can help temporarily and for many years. But the ultimate thing, the good thing about you is that the Premia spine implant literally takes the place of vertebrae. They take them out and they stem the space with this artificial implant that will never be arthritic and never impinge a nerve again. If you have, here's the disadvantage. Premia, or the TOPS procedure right now, as it is approved by the FDA, is only approved for a certain section of the back, and you're in it. Where you are is perfect. Okay? So that's exactly where I had mine, L4, L5. Okay? So you're a perfect candidate.
Well, I'm not 100% sure about that because 20 years ago I had a hemilaminectomy surgery.
Yeah, so did I.
And I had read something before that if you had a hemilaminectomy prior, it may preclude me from getting this TOPS system.
Well, maybe it does. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you that, okay? I've had, now, when you say a laminectomy, are you talking about they basically just trimmed it, right?
They removed part of the lamina.
Yeah, that's right.
Removed spinal stenosis.
I had that done years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
But listen, why don't you just go talk to one of the doctors that do it? Now, listen, even though, I got it. I was the first approved FDA approved surgery in the country that I know of. And I think I was, yes, the first. And Medicare approved it. And so did my supplement. But when I went for my 1 year and a half, I went back to the doc because I was supposed to go a year after. I went later. He said that there are some insurances not covering it because they still, even though it's FDA approved, they're still calling it experimental. And I think that's rude, blue, and tattooed. I think the reason they're doing that is because they don't want to pay for it. Yet it's cheaper than regular fusion and it's more successful and they pay for regular fusion. So why they're not paying for it in all cases, I don't know. I don't know who your coverage is or who your insurance is, but I do know not all insurances will cover it, but you know that up front.
Okay. And so the main point is you're still very happy with the top system that you had installed.
Am I happy with it?
Yes.
Okay, let me explain this to you. I went into surgery at 2 p.m. By 6 that evening, I'm walking around the hospital ward and leaving the next morning. And people who had fusion were in there for a week. And the people who got out are still in pain. I've run into them. And I've had zero pain. I've worked out. I lost weight. I got strong. I mean, what can I tell you, sir? I can't tell you you're going to have that success. This doctor, my neurosurgeon, said, Tom, a lot of people are coming to me because of you. But you have to understand something. You were a very unusual 69-year-old man at the time. So I'm 71 now. And he said, or I might have been turning 70. You're very unusual in that you had strong bones that can take not everyone, and I don't mean unusual special. Most people can, but there are some who have weak bones. They don't have the structure to take the implant, okay? So really, you just have to go see a doctor. I went to Neurosurgery 1 and Dr. Joshua Beckman. But you can go. I think there are more than him doing it in the Denver metro area. Okay.
Thank you very much for your time, Tom.
Neurosurgery 1. Okay, thank you, Richard. I really wish you the best. Vanessa, basically, rather than going through this whole painful journey, since basically 2021 until 2024, you have been on and off through eviction with this mobile home park for the lot rent. And you've had charity help you to the tune of maybe $100,000 almost. And right now, you say they took you back. We're up to February of 2024. They took you back. The park took you back to court.
Correct.
And you say, even though they took you for non-payment in February, you say you have proof that you did pay. Now, let me just ask you this. How much did the charity pay this time? Through when in 2024? Did they pay for the whole 2024? What did they pay for?
They didn't pay for anything in 2024.
Okay, but in February of 2024, they did an eviction, right?
Correct.
And what was the result of that eviction? That was for non-payment, right?
Correct.
And what months was that for non-payment of?
That was for October, November, December, and January.
Okay. Now, were they accurate that the rent was not paid for those months?
Yes.
Okay. So then in February of 2024, were you finally evicted?
Yes, using Ryan's lease.
I get it. I get it. But okay, I know exactly. So why are you calling today? What's the story today? How can we help you? What is your contention today?
So I really don't know what direction to go in.
Well, what have you done since you were evicted in February? Where did you go? Where did you go?
I didn't have anywhere to go.
Well, where are you living?
Well, so since September 4th, I came to a friend's house.
What were you doing from February till September? What were you doing?
I was just staying in Longmont and then in a barn in the summer.
Okay, so here, let me explain something to you, Vanessa. And I promise you, I swear to you, I took so much time and I'm looking over every note in detail. You paid $2,500 up front with your boyfriend. He paid $25,000 and you bought a trailer. You were living there for most of the time without ever paying rent on your own. Okay, here's what I'm saying. I'm not putting you down. I'm giving you some facts of life here. And I don't mean this to teach you a lesson. I mean this. I want you to see the good in this. You have gotten so much more than your $2,500 back and the value of a used trailer. You are ahead of the game right now. So even though you were evicted and you said it was on his lease, it doesn't matter. You were so sporadic with non-payment of rent that no court in the world or no people listening to your story will say, poor Vanessa. They won't. You've gotten more charity than most people get in a lifetime. You've gotten more people to pay your rent. You've gotten more people to help you with attorney's fees and back all of this. So now when you were evicted in February of 2024, I say, so what? Even though I don't want to see you homeless or anything, you lost nothing.
Everything.
No, you lost nothing. You see, you're looking at it the wrong way. You lost nothing. You gained the system to the tune of about $100,000 from what I could figure out. I'm not saying you played a game. I'm not saying you're evil or bad. I'm not. I'm trying to let you see where you are. You have nothing coming to you and nothing owed to you. If you lost everything, it's your problem. Let me ask you something. Why did you never pay rent why did you have charity pay rent for you for 21, 22, 23 and part of, but tell me why. Did you not, are you disabled? Were you not able to work? Tell me what your situation is so I can understand you better.
No, I'm not disabled. I was working. Everyone in the park is being overcharged and unlawfully
Vanessa,
charged.
you were not overcharged because you didn't pay. Vanessa, here's what I want to know. What did you lose?
I lost everything. I
What?
lost my home. I lost
No,
my job.
you didn't lose your home. You paid $2,500 for that home and you got 10 times that. You got 100 times back. I want to know what you lost.
I didn't get anything.
That mobile
back.
home probably wasn't worth the $5,000 you paid for it. What I'm saying to you is this.
No, it wasn't, but I put everything into it. I'm not from here.
What did you put into it? Vanessa, I'm not trying. Vanessa, I promise you.
I put a lot of money into it.
How much?
I put a lot of money.
How much?
Thousands. thousands of dollars.
Really?
Well beyond the 5,000. Yes, I have receipts for everything that I've paid for.
Give me
I have
the biggest
pictures of
thing
all
you
the
put.
work
Give me
that
the
I've
biggest.
done.
Give me the biggest investment you made in that trailer, in that mobile home. What is
I've
it?
put windows in there. I've put
Okay.
doors in there.
Okay.
I'm putting tile in there. I'm
Okay.
putting walls up. I bought a new refrigerator.
Okay.
I've
So
had to
when you
pay
were
for a new
evicted in
toilet.
February, what did they do with the mobile home?
Well, it got broken into. They didn't evict me. They just locked the doors on me.
Okay. They might have done that.
And when I reached-
They might have done
I
that
don't think
illegally.
they can do that because you own the home.
Okay, listen.
I know, and that's
Vanessa?
exactly what they did this time, and everything was stolen. I don't even have a mattress, and I'm
Vanessa,
pregnant.
I understand that. Vanessa, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying in the big book of checks and balances, if you take
I was wronged, and I was so fortunate to receive that help. from-
Vanessa,
We got to take a break.
it's
buddy.
possible.
It really was.
Vanessa, I'm not. It's possible you were wronged, but you were also righted. What I mean by that is this: if you take on the big book of score everything that you spent and everything that you got, you're not behind.
I know that, but I am.
I know you are. No. I know, Vanessa, I know that you are because to you it feels like a net loss. It's not a net loss, but it is a loss. What I'm saying is, instead of fighting this battle that you will never win, it will be too expensive and no one is going to take this legal battle. It's impossible. I'm telling you the truth. If you called me, I promise you, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Instead of trying to fight this old battle, just move forward now.
How?
Well, you need a job, right? Or do you have a job?
No, I'm working with to get an internship, but I have nowhere to go.
No, I understand that.
And
How
I
old are
have
you,
a baby
Vanessa?
coming.
How old are you?
32.
Okay. Look, there are places that can help you. Are you addicted to any drugs?
No.
Okay. And are you staying with friends right now?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the problem, though, Vanessa. It's not like you didn't get charity before. So even if somebody gave you money, I'm not sure you would even use it wisely to get on your feet.
I don't need money.
What do you need?
I don't need money.
What do you need?
I just need. So the court order is invalid and unenforceable.
What is the court order?
Jurisdiction.
What is the court order?
We need to take a break, buddy.
I got to take a break.
Order is
What is it, Vanessa? What's
Okay.
the court order?
so the court order
What's the
it locks me out.
Yes.
And it doesn't. Okay, so Ryan is not listed as a party in the case.
Okay, hold on, Vanessa. We will look into your case. Do you have a case number?
I do.
Okay. Deputy D, I really want you to look at this case through your account. Hold on, Vanessa. We're not going to kiss it goodbye. I can't make you any great promises. We will look into the case. I'm Tom Martino.
This is Denver.
Here's a stupid question. She owns the home. Move it to a different park.
You know,
Denver. Now, impact traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Out west into the high country, I-70 east and westbound, intermittent closures continue through the Veterans Memorial Tunnels. Expect about 20 minutes of holds every once in a while throughout the afternoon for rockfall mitigation work through the Morrison area. Into the metro area, I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds. Up on the northeast end, I-270 eastbound, we're still seeing stop-and-go traffic between I-70 and Vasquez. I-270 westbound slow at Vasquez as well. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies with a high of 84 degrees, overnight low of 52. Heading into the weekend, tomorrow, things cooling down with a high of 75. The current temperature in Denver is 81 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHEL.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, It's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
All right. Gravina's Windows. Gravina's Windows and Doors. You know, that is a company that has been with us for 20 years. They've been on the referral list. They started in 88. Larry Gravina started it after working with his dad since 72. This is a company where when you talk about heritage and longevity, other companies wish they had this. Now, this is the Gravina, the original Gravina, Larry Gravina, that goes way back to 1972. And he is on West Evans. His son, Nick, now runs the company. And he is knowledgeable and expert. They have 50 lines of windows. 50, not one, not two. So it's Gravina Windows. That's singular for the website, gravinawindows.com. West Evans, 303-472-8462, 472-8462, Gravina's. Now, if you need a defense attorney, I know what you're thinking. Tom, I don't need one. Why should people need a defense attorney? Because there are times life doesn't go perfectly. There are times you do stupid things, or there are times you're falsely accused. All of the above need an attorney, and you never shop when you're under pressure. So here's what you do. You take Joe Lazzara at his word. He'll go over everything and talk to you free of charge. If you like him, you hire him. There's no obligation. So free initial consultations, and then a flat rate for what he does for you. Lazzara, Lazzara Legal. And he's on referrallist.com, 303-429-6200, 303-429-6200. I don't even have the 45 break yet, do I? I'm screwed blue.
Financial health is more than just.
That is correct. That was the 30.
Okay. I'm not taking her back again. I'm going to talk to
A
Hannah.
little bit of trouble on breaks. It's all good.
I want Dee to talk. I want Dee to call.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say, pulling that case.
Kelly's already
You're gonna
given
get the
Vanessa D's info, so, or vice versa. So yeah, she's not even on the line anymore.
My God, I was trying to be nice to her, but
You were.
You were being nice. And sometimes shooting it straight is the nicest thing.
I honestly don't know if she understands what ownership is.
But I don't even think she understands how she's net ahead.
Right.
Agreed. Just because, again, she owns the home. You can go into the home. You own it.
Well, she can't go in it.
Yeah, but I don't understand how they locked her out. That part I don't understand.
Right. And the lot management company, they don't want that trailer to sit there. They move it. Get it out of there.
Which is why I'm saying she probably doesn't own the home. 5,000 seems very low.
Single wide something or other.
Maybe she had a security deposit for that much. I don't know.
She didn't say anything about having a kid, did she?
No, not that I can recall. And again, we don't even know if she's still with the beater.
No, I think she did mention having a kid.
She did?
I think when she was talking about.
Dimitri's going to have his hands full.
Yes.
All we're going to do is look into the case to see if she was evicted. You know, look, this woman, she's never made a payment. After people put her on her feet, she didn't make fucking payments. People
upgraded the mobile home. She put tile and windows and doors.
Did she say she was pregnant, guys? YouTubers.
I do not believe so.
Morons. No. Did you hear that?
I don't remember that.
I'm getting texts all day long saying she was pregnant. Did I miss that?
She only mentioned it once.
I missed it too then.
Then I missed it.
Huh?
Then we all missed it too.
She did. She did say she was pregnant. Oh my God.
Or I thought she said she had a child. I didn't.
Oh, I thought she's having a child. I just talked to her. She's going to email me.
I just sent to me
stuff
she sent me.
Oh my God.
YouTube says she had a kid.
She had the kid or she's pregnant?
Either or.
I heard had. You heard pregnant.
I didn't hear pregnant. I heard having a kid.
I want to
agree with
gather
Kit Kat.
information on
If
her.
it was $5,000, it's a piece of crap.
A $5,000 trailer, for God's sakes.
I don't think it is. I think they put a security deposit. I don't think they own it because how else would you be locked out?
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Realtor.com right now, the lowest one I'm seeing is $60,000.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
She said at the
there's
end
a
she had a
30,
baby.
there's a 30,000.
This is all my YouTubers are telling me.
I think they put down a deposit, and the guy was financing it. That's what I think.
Ooh, this one's 25. 25 grand. 2 bed, 1 bath, 700 square feet.
I mean, it just seems.
Yeah,
a
you're
little
gonna have to
bit
get that case number to get to the bottom of it. I mean,
I don't think you can buy a mobile home for $5,000.
This is what you can get for $5,000.
Yeah, I don't think you can get a mobile home.
I just looked up.
I think that was a down payment that somebody was financing.
10 seconds.
Auto accident? Find out what your case is worth. Search Attorney John Fuller. Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Let me get to him. Look, people, no matter what you think of me, I just couldn't hang up on that girl, but she's got a problem. She just doesn't understand responsibility of any kind. And I don't think she put thousands into that mobile home. I just don't. But the other part we have is that she's still on the title with that guy. So even if she, I mean, there's no way to help her because even if everything they did was illegal, she still has a mobile home that she has to pay on with him as half of it. He'd come in and take half or demand that she sell it. I don't even understand what's going on. But did people hear? I hear people on YouTube and people texting me saying she said she was pregnant or had a baby. And I don't remember that. And I'll bet
I missed it too. If that's what she said, I missed it.
I heard that she said she had a child, and Dimitri heard that she was pregnant.
Okay, here's the thing. And I don't know why this happens. And I do feel sorry for people, even people who don't understand responsibility. Nobody put her in that position. She got more help than most people ever get and kept squandering the help. Think about it. There was at one time they came in and paid a year and a half of back rent and forward rent, a year and a half total at one time, plus attorney's fees and collection fees to keep her in that place. And the very next month, she didn't pay.
And if she's working, why isn't she paying rent?
Look, I'm not trying to pile it on her. I was trying to show her she's net ahead. Rather than trying to fight for that trailer, she just needs to keep working and try to get a place. There are places that will help her. As a single woman, a mom, there are places, but you're not, no one is going to help her go back and try to retrieve that trailer where half of it is owned by a guy who took out a gun and shot at her or shot in the kitchen. Nobody. Hannah, real quick, I need to change the topic. I really do.
Yeah.
You have the special for the $39 cleaning, deep clean, get it done now. When is that going to go away? Somebody texted and said, you keep saying before the cold. When does it actually go away? I'd like to answer, it's when you can't handle it on the schedule anymore, right? As soon as it's the first cold snap, I think.
So what happens is when we have that cold snap and folks haven't taken care of their systems, that's when we get those emergency calls. We're sending our technicians there.
Right.
Then it's very difficult for us to schedule those.
But you still will do them if you can get them in the schedule, but almost never.
But right now is the time when we can get you in.
Yeah.
It is not a problem. And then you don't have to worry in the winter. And we're not showing up when you're breaking down because you're not breaking down because you have that deep clean, the maintenance, and you are good to go.
All right, 303-713-8255. Look at, I know that I got behind talking to her and all of that. One Clear Choice Garage Doors, they have a 24/7 service. Why would they happen to have that for a garage door? Because if you can't get it closed at night, that's a security issue. They have 24/7 service. They also have all of their prices on their website. They also do every part of the door, every part of the opener. That's oneclearchoicedoors.com.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Out west into the high country, I-70 east and westbound, intermittent closures continue through the Veterans Memorial Tunnels. Expect about 20 minutes of holds every once in a while throughout the afternoon for rockfall mitigation work through the Morrison area. Into the metro area, I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds. Up on the northeast end, I-270 eastbound, we're still seeing stop-and-go traffic between I-70 and Vasquez. I-270 westbound slow at Vasquez as well. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies with a high of 84 degrees, overnight low of 52. Heading into the weekend, tomorrow, things cooling down with a high of 75. The current temperature in Denver is 81 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
EuroplumbingColorado.net, they do complete repiping. I don't often talk about this service, but so many people have old pipes and old houses and they want to get them repiped. There's very few people that do it efficiently and turnkey like this with drywall repair and everything. With PEX Plumbing, which is permanent, like freeze-proof practically plumbing. It'll last forever. No copper joints or sweating or anything. It's all done in very minimal damage to a home at all. EuroplumbingColorado.net.
Said when he asked her, where are you working? I'm trying to get an internship.
I'm working and
That's
getting an
not
internship.
a
internship
working
does not
job.
pay. Well, at least the internship that I had here didn't pay.
Weird.
32 years old.
32, and you don't. I don't know.
Even if we jump back 4 years when she bought the place, that's 28. You're still not an idiot at 28.
No.
You shouldn't be.
Sick and tired of this. No, but I mean, think about this. Think about what a normal home would cost. A $5,000 down payment would be accurate. And let's say he did all the paperwork and then beat the shit out of her, was forced out because he was a jerk.
Yeah. But he's still on it, according to her. She's never.
He's on the title, so they're both responsible for the payments. She goes to a charity, says he beats the shit out of me. If she does have a kid, that's going to make her more sentimental, or more. What do you call it? It's the right word I'm looking for.
Case 31 says she said, and everything was stolen. I don't even have a mattress, and I'm pregnant.
I didn't hear that.
I remember. I heard the mattress.
I heard the mattress.
Part. I didn't hear the pregnant part. She said she was working on getting an internship. No, work on getting a job. Drugs have to be involved, says Husker.
I don't know. She didn't sound like a druggie to me.
A druggie.
I mean.
Deputy Bo, try the battered women's shelter on 10th and Federal Boulevard in Denver. They will help give her and the kids shelter.
But she's
not. Deputy Bo, you should give her that info. She's not from here. Yeah, but she's been here for 4 years.
She almost sounds to me like a person who is overly addicted to getting help from people.
Out of here, buddy.
Kelly, you want me to bring that?
You talking to me?
Oh,
no,
yeah,
you're good.
if you could, that would
Sorry.
be
Doc's
great.
just heading out, so we're saying bye.
Okay, thanks, Doc. But you know what I mean? It just seems to me like she's one of those people, if she has that much charity and all of that stuff that's been given to her, why is she calling the Troubleshooter show? Because we help people. So she's kind of looking for another
looking for more
way
charity?
to
But
possibly
she
get help.
flat out said she doesn't want money.
I don't know about that.
Or is that just a ploy for the people to get charity? Like, no, I don't want money. Oh, it's okay. Let me give you some money anyway. So reverse psychology, something or other?
Kind of. I mean, the whole call was just very strange. First of all, she couldn't even explain to me what the hell she wanted to talk to Tom about. I asked her 4 times blatantly. I'm like, what is it you want to talk to Tom about? What's the problem? And she couldn't do it. So I had to basically regress and go back to, okay,
She never
is
once
she with the
understood
trailer?
that she didn't pay
Yeah.
rent for nearly
Yeah.
3 years
Yeah.
and doesn't understand how she's ahead.
Which is why I'm saying she probably never did the finances, and this guy probably had his thumb on her.
Figure it out.
But if
I was 16 and living in a mobile home trailer park on my own,
well, hello, you had a
bitch can
kid at
figure it out.
16.
True.
So I mean, you had.
On the Joe Pag Show, tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. We only have a few minutes left on the show. I don't know. There seems to be a consensus that this woman might be her own worst enemy, and it happens. But the question that I have, and this has happened from doing this show for years and years and years and years, where does the poor me syndrome come from? Where does it come from? The poor me. When we know it doesn't happen overnight. Where does that syndrome come from? What do you think, Hannah? Where do you think it comes from?
Where does the poor me?
But because we hear it all the time. You've been in the media for years. People,
Yeah.
you do marketing and stuff like I do, right? But you also do a show. You also do some anchoring.
Yep.
So okay, how many? That's the entire human population is poor me.
I think in many ways right now, we are witnessing a society where there's a victim Olympics, where it's a competition almost. But at the end of the day, you have control of you, and you can't argue that. Where it comes from, I don't know. But it's
All
out
right.
there.
The $39 special, fixmyhome.com, book now. Fix My Home, book now.
Now's the
Don't
time.
forget 303 Martino, 303-627-8466, and we'll be in touch with you. Never stay on hold. Save all your problems for me.
All right, you're clear, buddy.
Thank you, man. Oh, my God.
I do think we're in an era of the victim Olympics where it's a competition. We are shooting commercial tomorrow, so I'm gonna go pick up. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Clothing for we're like hiring actors instead of using actual technicians. So I'm picking up clothing. Gonna be the new GM.
Oh, yeah, because...
And then do some hot yoga.
I got to